Good afternoon, everybody. If there's anybody about, just want to do a bit of a live. Not a lot going on. Could do some listings, but I'll do some listings later. Sold one thing, literally just a set of vintage snooker balls for £10 plus shipping. Nothing exciting going on really. So just thought I'd do a bit of a live and just see who's about. Anyone wants to have a chat and just see what everyone's up to. Just a bit of a catch up. I haven't seen you since Saturday. So, yeah, just thought I'd do a bit of a live and see how we get on. See if anyone comes in. Facebook user. So I can see there's a Facebook user in, but I don't know who you are because your name's not coming up. Hi, Richard. Hope you're good. Hi, Leanne. I'm listing books today. Nice. Hi, Victoria. Yeah, as well as it can be. Another Facebook user. Your name's not coming up. It might be easier if you come over to YouTube. Can't post comments to some destinations. So I don't know what that means. It's the first time I've done this to Facebook. So, hi Ross, how you doing? Listing. What are you listing today? Anything decent? I'm going to be doing some listing soon, but I just thought it's quiet, and I've literally, like I say, I've sold a set of vintage snooker balls, and that's it. I was going to come down here and tidy up, and I thought, I can't be bothered to tidy up, so I'll just see who's about. How you doing, Sean? Hope you're well. Yes, I hope you're all having a good week. The weather's absolutely rubbish. It's just horrible out there. Windy, rainy. Hi, Peter. How you doing? Oh, one of the Facebook users was you. Okay. I've never gone to YouTube and Facebook before, so UK reseller vintage games today. Counted all the bits last night. Nice. It's Tori on Facebook. Hi, Tori. Oh, I see. See, it's difficult. I've never done it before, so I thought I'll give it a go just to see what it's all about. There's another Facebook user there. It just doesn't come up with a name, which is a nightmare. How you doing, Antoinette? Anyone know if old books have any value? Was given 9 suitcases full. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it depends what they are, but like books over 100 years old, some people buy them by the meter, just to like put in their library or on a shelf in a pub. So some people buy them by the meter. So have a look into it, but then just also Google Lens the books, because I've got some that are over 100 years old, and like some of them are worth 40, 50 quid each, maybe more. It depends which one you're looking at. Antoinette, hi Rich. One of them's Lark Trading. How you doing? Another Facebook user. So there is picking a few up from Facebook. Yeah, so it's picking a few people up from Facebook, which I say I've never done before. I don't know if you can get round the thing with somehow setting something up so you can see who's on Facebook. We've got Catan in as well. How you doing, mate? We'll be in the background watching away. Anya's in. Hi, Anya. How you doing? Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one at the minute. Real weird one. Very, very quiet. Very quiet. So last week I had some good ones. Some sort of £50 at a time items, £25, £30 at a time items. So I had a good few sales last week. This week's gone a bit quiet again. Oh, Amanda's on Facebook. How you doing, Amanda? Hey, all saying hi here on Facebook too. So it's weird because I've never done it before. So you're doing this from Facebook, Richard? No, no, I'm doing it through StreamYard, exactly the same way as I usually do it on YouTube. But I also connected it to Facebook, to the group, because I just thought it just try it out, see how it works. The only problem is you can't tell who it is, so yeah, that's the only thing with it. But I hope everyone's all right. I hope where you are, you're having good sales. Say very, very quiet this week. eBay's totally rubbish at the moment. A lot of no sale days and glitches. Something is up with it. Definitely. I mean, I keep refreshing it, and I see that Z has put out a video. He's saying how rubbish it is even for him. So, you know, sort of thank goodness he's got the shop to help him out with that. But yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. January, February is always supposed to be quiet. I mean, last year, yeah, I was reselling last year, but I don't actually remember what was going on much of last year, to be honest. But yeah, it's a bit weird, and it sort of with me, when if I'm not seeing sales and I'm thinking, well, what's the point in listing? You know, it's the wrong way to look at it. Totally the wrong way to look at it. But I'm just thinking, well, I'm listing bits. I'm not listing loads, but I've been listing bits. It's not selling. Oh well, what's the point? Yeah. So Tori hasn't had a sale since Friday, and it's absolutely bonkers because like the stuff I've got on, it's not just clothing. It's anything and everything. So just need to keep banging it on, I suppose, which I'll be doing. I'll be doing some listings today. I've just got to get the snooker balls packed, get them off, and that'll be it. And it's just then it's just cracking on with the listings. Yeah, eBay's seems to be rubbish for everyone. But anyone had any good sales? Hi Jess, how you doing? Hi Shabba. Crap day at work. That's not good. I've had the best week for a long time. Don't know why. Peter, that's good. At least someone's having it good on eBay at the minute. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, mate. Haven't seen you for a while. Jess, sales are good there, but you're always smashing it. So like, it's never going to be. I don't think it's ever going to be bad for you. Hi Derek, how you doing? Hi Pete. Hope you're well. Got some good news and bad news. Go on then. What's the good? Give us the bad news first. Nick always does well. Yeah, Nick always does well, but then he's got all his subscribers that buy off him as well, which makes it easier. But you know, he smashes it at the same time. Only hang on, let's have a look. I'm not doing the things because it's a wobbly table. Only good sale was my old iPhone, sold for 420, but otherwise very, very slow. Yeah, I mean, I've been offered an upgrade. I can upgrade any time, and usually they give you £100 trading off your old phone. Now I've got the S21 Ultra, which isn't even a year old, and like second hand on eBay, they go for 600 quid. It hasn't got a mark on it. It's fully protected. Even that's a glass cover. That's a glass cover, and it's got the armor thing. So, like, if it comes to it, I'm not going to upgrade yet, but I don't think that there's enough decent upgrades to make a difference. And I use mine for the camera. So, the only good thing is the S22 Ultra is really, really good in low light. So, that's the only thing. Even Derek's having slow sales. Oh, slow sales so far, but sales been okay. Chat is not moving up here, so not sure what's happening. It's moving up for me. Smashed my phone, 300 quid repair. Oh, well, that's not good. So what's the good news, Mike? How you doing, Mark? Hope you're good. Hey, Mark, another Mark. How you doing? Apart from today is slow. But you smash it all the time. So, like, you know, usually your sales are just amazing. Hi, Ali. Hope you're well. It's just windy out there. It's just gruesome. The weather's absolutely gruesome. Oh, hang on. Mr. Diggs seems to be doing pretty well the past few months. He's smashing it with the items that he's picking up. He's absolutely smashing it. You know, good on him. I wished I had these charity shops near me. That'd be amazing. The good news, so the bad news is you smashed your phone and it's 300 quid repair. The good news is picked up a clock and vase on a clearance type walk-in sale, and the vase is worth 50 quid and the clock is potentially worth 2 grand. See, usually, see with me, if something bad happens, something else bad happens. And even though these bad things keep happening to me, I'm staying positive. You've got to stay positive. But it's nice to know that someone has something bad happen and then something very, very, very good happens. You know, especially with you, Mike, you deserve it, mate. Oh, quid, not grand. 200 quid. 2,000 grand. No, 2,000 quid, yeah. 2 grand. I get what you mean. Still nice, isn't it? Nice. Nice. Where was that, Mike? Where was that sale? Was that near you? Been on eBay with various shops, etc. since 2008. This is the worst dip we've ever had. We've listed with best offer. Yeah, I'm finding that with I've been on eBay since 2003, and I'm finding that it used to be you send out offers, they wouldn't take the offers, and then all of a sudden the same item would sell at the full price. But at the moment, I'm sending out offers every time someone starts watching something. I'm sending out offers, and they're just not taking it at the minute. I think that's a thing across the board. Sorry, got to go as I can't see your chat. Okay, mate, no problem. Thanks for popping in. I think that's going to be the problem with Facebook. It's got to be different to YouTube. Perhaps we'll just stick with YouTube. Listen in the background. Best keep working. Radiator won't fit itself. Definitely, mate. Hi, Theo. How you doing? Put my Palatoy Death Star on eBay yesterday and got 20 messages from one person. It went from 99p to £45 in an hour. Nice. It's one thing I don't know a lot about toys. Amanda, organiser reseller, knows a lot about it. Everyone's saying hello to each other. I can't find my cursor. Morning, mate. Hope you're well. Ah, look. Good afternoon. James is on. So who's been out sourcing today or going sourcing today? That's Mike saying. My phone is a Samsung Note 20 Ultra. Yeah, see the new 22 Ultra, because I've got the 21 Ultra. The 22 Ultra's got an S Pen, actually fits into the phone, which is quite cool. But this one's got the nice round edges, so it fits quite nice in the hand. Whereas the other one's just like a total square. And there's not that much improvement speed-wise. A little bit on the processor, nothing on the graphics or the cameras. The cameras are exactly the same. Even on the processor, you won't really notice it too much using the phone. The only thing is the camera, like I say, and a lot of that is like it's better in low light. Other than that, there's really not a lot of difference. Rich's on Facebook, but I can't see the chat. Oh, it's Amanda. Yeah, no, I'm also on YouTube, so you can go on YouTube, Amanda. It's just what I've done is I've streamed it to YouTube and to Facebook just to see how it goes. Amanda means the chat being slow on Facebook. Okay, well, come over to YouTube then. Come over to the dark side. I meant to message you last week to meet up when you were in Scotland, but forgot. I hope you had a good time. Just outside Southampton. Put a picture on my Instagram on the weekend. Nice. Nice. And it was like a jumble trail. Think Facebook, you don't see the YouTube chat. Oh, that's a bit rubbish. That peddler just supported your beautiful channel. Dave, how you doing? Working and listening in the background. Hi, Matt. Hope you're well. Good afternoon, Rich and E-By Gummers. E-By Gum. See, as soon as I spoke to Darren a few months back, and we was talking about getting him on again. And as soon as, like, obviously they've released, I think, the 2.0 website, but as soon as he gets the app out, we'll get him on. Like, you know, or if he wants to come on before, let me know, Darren. If you want to come on and answer questions, if you see this or whatever, I'll contact you. You know, you're welcome to come on and try and update us on what's going on, because it'd be nice for things to move on, and, you know, let's get it sorted so people have got another place to start selling. Mark's on the lookout for anything Palatoy at the minute. Amanda might have some Palatoy bits, but I don't know. She picks anything and everything up. E-By Gum Matt. There you go. She's on the dark side now, so we can all do it. My wife and I go beautiful collections, and Scott, I would love your sport back. Yeah, it does nice drone videos. Holla Del by Gum. Has anybody had any good pick? Apart from Mike's had an amazing couple of pickups. Has anyone else had any good pickups or sales? Hi, Kath. Yeah, that's not good. I hope you all get better soon. My dad got the latest Samsung Ultra, and from a quick look, looked much better than my iPhone 12. I think I'll go that way next time I change phones, as I use a camera most eBay. And the thing is, like, there was a lot of, I've been watching reviews on like I say, mine's a 21 Ultra. I've not had it a year yet, and this would, for camera, they're saying it's the best camera. There's not, say, pixel wise, there's not any change. You've got like a 12 megapixel, I think 108 megapixel, and a 10 megapixel. But it's the software, I think, in this new phone, and it's better in low light. So if you're going to do low light pictures or videos, it'll be much better. But I'm looking at it. Oh, Neil's in. How you doing, Neil? Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, definitely. Once the app comes out, then I think it'll boost it. It'll boost it once it gets the app out, and that's what sort of I've been waiting for. Plus, you know, I say at the moment I'm not cross listing, so I don't use Zip Sale, but he has also got a cross listing tool coming out as well, or that's associated with E-By Gum, I think. Just sold 3 Palatoy Pippa dolls for 160 quid. Nice. There, it's got a load of electronics at the weekend. Good. I've got a stack of them there and a stack next to it. I've just got to go through them and list them. But it's one of them things you've got to set it up and you've got to plug it in, and there's just easier things to list. Come on, guys, don't argue. Anya's very double karma's Anya, and she's very protective of the channels and the chats that she goes into. No, he's definitely not a troll. He's got a nice channel. The guy's just trying to build his channel. I think just trying to get more people involved, like we do on this channel and like Saturday Night Live. So we don't have no negativity here, guys. It's all positive. Even when the world's falling down around my ears, we're still positive. Also, a new batch of bands, of new watch bands from ESD. Spent $1,000. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Paul's just picked up some retail arbitrage. Give that a go. Yeah, I've not really done a lot of it. I've done the Jurassic Park mugs and sock sets that I've got, but I started them high, so I'll probably just start dropping them. I've got about, I think, 12 sets of them. But yeah. So we got Gary in. How you doing? Bought a shitload of Lego yesterday, and it's sitting in the back of my van. Don't want to deal with it. That's the thing. We buy these things, and yeah, we buy these things, and if it's awkward to list, we just keep it. My Naboo Phantom Menace Starfighter, which I couldn't sell for 5 or 2 years back, sold for over 50 quid on auctions. That's the thing of it. It's weird because I had an little Exorcist toy, and I put it on eBay for I think 20 quid years ago, and it didn't sell. And then I came across it again probably 2 years ago, or even 18 months. Pulled it out, put it on eBay, and it went for over 200. And the same with a Jaws toy that I had, the Movie Maniacs Jaws. That went over 200 quid as well, I think. Absolutely crazy. Picked up a laughing fighting monkey for 50p, going for about 15 quid. Nice. You should keep that though, and for your background, seeing as your monkey thrifter. I know, mate. I know. It's just like, obviously, you know, the thing is, my subscribers are very protective of me, and obviously they see you coming in, and I know you're just trying to build your channel and just get people to see your channel, and that's all well and good on here. You know, I don't mind. I don't, you know, as long as it's not spammed and bombarded, you know that. And I like your channel. I'm into drones. I've got a drone. I do drone footage myself, and I think your channel's wicked. You know, most of the people in here are sort of resellers, and some of them might be interested, some of them might not. You know, but don't take anything to heart. You know, Anya's a fantastic lady, and yes, I say she's just very protective of the channel and everyone here, which is nice. It's like a family. You know what it's like when new people come in and you don't know them. Started raiding other streams on my live, spreading the love. Yeah, the only thing I'm finding, mate, is apparently on Facebook. I've streaming this, obviously YouTube, and to my Facebook reselling group, and obviously the reselling group come up and you can't see who it is, and also they're saying they can't see the YouTube chat because you're saying follow beautiful channels. They don't have any videos, any journalist. His learners and check your facts before calling field trials unacceptable. Come on, mate. Let's not argue in here. Come on, we sorted it out. Let's just squash it now. say this is a positive channel. We only have positivity here. You know, it's just a misunderstanding. It's done, it's dealt, it's squashed. At the moment, I'm pulling out boxes of stock and dealing with it before moving on to something else. Fed up with the warehouse looking like a dump. I've only got like a little shed and literally, well, I've got the storage unit as well. The storage unit I'm going to try and get cleared out this weekend, but in here is messy as well, and it should be tidy. I should be like getting it sorted and building the bar now. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get that done as well. Give those Naboo starter fighters away a couple of weeks ago. Nice. Sorry. No. I'm not saying anyone's being negative. I'm not saying listen, Anya, I'm not saying anyone's being negative at all. Listen, I know what it's like. The guy's trying to get his subs and he's trying to build his channel up and get people to see his channel. You know, and like I say, you're very protective of the channel, which is lovely. It's just a misunderstanding. Come on, guys. It's that's all it is. That's all it is. There's nothing but love here. You know, this channel's just positive. You know, even when I'm having a bad time, you know, we're still keeping it positive and upbeat here. You all know this, and you're all the same as me. So it's just like a family. And when you see someone new coming into the family, you don't know them. You know what I mean? It's fine. Are you still doing the props, Rich, since your brother's passed, or was that something you did together? It's something we did together, Ross. But you know, like I've said in other people's channels, you know, I enjoy the props. I've been selling some of my own stuff off to get, because I've still got about 400 to 500 to get for my brother's memorial, which has sort of only gone on the back burner because, like, obviously the first bit was amazing and we raised the money. Now I'm selling off some stuff just to get it where I can get him something decent. And but I would like to get back into the props. You know, my brother had his contacts, which was his thing. I had my contacts. You know, we both sort of did props together, and we did props on our own. That's just how it was, you know. So he knew people in the films, I knew people in the films. I would like to get back into it, but just got to see what films are coming up really, and see what's going on, and just make contact back with these guys, because I haven't really thought about it or done anything in that area for a while, apart from getting rid of my own bits just to raise money. You know, but I've still got a few bits, and I'm going to do some videos on the props as well, just on the props that I've got, and explain, you know, what film they come from and how they're made, and this sort of thing. So hopefully people will be interested in that as well. I used to like fried spam with my chippy tea back in the day. Rarely anyone sells it anymore. Hi Shay, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Can hear the seagulls. I know, it's crazy because it's so windy out there, and they just sometimes sit up on the roof. How you doing, Max? Hope you're okay. Where's that James gone? He was here just now. Spam fritters are sold in farm foods. Oh, we got a farm foods down here now. Not long been opened up. A massive hello to you, lovely lot in the chat. See, Max is just another good guy. Spam. The only time I've ever used spam is for fishing. That's the only time I've used it. Hello, Mum. How you doing? You all right? I just thought I'd do a little bit of a live and try out this connecting to Facebook lark, as well as YouTube. Tins of spam in own bargains. Spam. Always positive apart from Hasbro. Everyone's saying hello, which is nice. Not the same as chippy spam. I've got to get a new table. This one wobbles every time I touch the keyboard. It drives me nuts. Props. Yeah. A couple of people I know that have worked on like Star Wars and stuff. You hear about these people, and then I was talking to someone yesterday. I'm not going to say who it was, but I was talking to someone yesterday that said they knew someone that was linked to doing bits for Star Wars. So I'm on that one now as well. We're on the case of the Star Wars. Not that I've ever really been into Star Wars, but hi Chris, just sat down to coffee and toast. Nice. So I should have bought a drink down here really. Yeah, I haven't eaten nothing today either. Hi Leanne. Probably already said hello to Leanne. Just got back from the gym. Make me feel guilty. I keep talking about getting back into the gym, and I'm just so partly lazy and partly just trying to get eBay sorted and just crack on with that. But probably mostly lazy, which is a shame because I used to go twice a day. Got you on hands free as I'm on my missions. Nice. Hopefully it's good. Spam fritters. Nice. Too posh for farm foods, Calf. Saying that. Do bulk buy loo rolls and 3 massive packs of Nicky Bog rolls for 14 quid. Can't be bad. Stream to my Facebook page and Twitch as well as YouTube. Yeah, I've got Twitch, but I thought Twitch was a gaming thing. So I say this is the first time I've streamed to Facebook. Yes, what Star Wars? Yeah, we don't know what Star Wars is. How you doing, Z? I was just saying about your video. It's quiet, so eBay's really quiet for you as well. Thank God you got that shop. Hey, like the title was right. Thank God you've got that shop. Just goes to show you've done the right thing there. Yeah, eBay's. We've now turned Night's Life channel to the Spam and Bog Roll channel. That's all right. Well, what was it on the Saturday Night Live? It was how people, as soon as you walk into a supermarket, you need a poo. That was the start of the chat on the Saturday Night Live. Oh, jacket potatoes in the oven. Oh, you lot are making me hungry now. Spam, cheese, and baked beans in a dish. Oh, nice. That sounds lovely. Sounds very nice. Oh, yeah. Cheese and onion frites. Oh, that sounds nice. Got my Amelia Clark sign pick yesterday. Nice. I was saying hello. Afternoon, Sam. Hope you're all well. We should set up a once a week workout live. Yeah, we should actually. Yeah, that's an idea. You're all making me want chippy. I know. Because that's the best thing, isn't it? Like just a bag of chips, just smothered, especially sitting down the coast. Loads of people in summer, like that's the thing, innit? People go and buy their bit of cod and chips. Make sure the seagulls don't nick it, but the chips, big chunky chips with nice salt and vinegar, smothered. Oh, how nice is that? Don't deliver around there. Same Star Wars is okay. Yeah, I'm never been into really Star Wars. I watched the first one. To be honest with you, I don't think I've watched any whole Star Wars apart from the first one. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's put this in the chat and see if anyone wants to drop on for a bit. Twitch is a better streaming alternative to YouTube. Really? But you won't get as many people watching. If people aren't subscribed to you, you won't get many watches, will you? On Twitch. Us oldies who remember who sang spam, 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 spam. Well, I'm probably older than you, Chris, I would have thought, and I don't remember who sung spam, spams. I can almost see the advert for it though. Don't know. Someone's got to remember it, surely. I don't. I don't remember who it is. Everyone loves spam. eBay so naff. Yeah, I know, mate. It's terrible. Toy fairs. That's good. Yeah, that's a good thing. Mark, Blue Harvest. Have you checked out Z's shop? Only Cool Stuff, because you obviously are a toy channel. Z has got a toy shop called Only Cool Stuff, and like, I mean, I've got my mask from him. I've bought Christmas lights and all sorts of bits. Amazing shop. But he's now started doing second-hand figures as well. So I'll tell you what, Mark, you should be talking to Z. Definitely. Because he gets some really good bits in. And he's got the face huggers in his shop. I still haven't bought my face hugger because I don't have the money at the moment. But I do want to buy one of your face huggers, Z. That's going to be my next purchase from your place. Hi, Jilly. Always away from me in supermarket and that's all. Yeah, not just randomly over the cabbages. Blackpool for the birthday next week. Going to film all the vintage toy shops. I don't know how far Blackpool is from Garstang, but Garstang, that's where Z is, and like his shop's really nice. It's really cool. Got to visit iCollectibles. In the Midlands, you can get battered chips. They're like salt and vinegar Pringles. Oh, where your mouth get hurt, you can't stop eating them. Sounds nice. Can't work out. I'd drop my chips. Go on, Paul. Right, guys, there's the link. If anyone wants to pop on, whether it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or for however long we're on, feel free to pop on. You need to watch them and do a reaction. Ah. Hello, Z.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Thought I'd pop on for a bit. It's my day off today, so.
I
thought
see. I thought you was in the storeroom or something.
Nah. We have alternate days in the shop. So Beck's in the shop today, and then
Cool.
I was on my own yesterday. So and then we do the rest of the week together, kind of thing. So yeah, I thought
Nice.
I'd pop in and just say
Everyone's
hello.
making me hungry talking about chips now.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, I'm so glad that like I've started to eat food again. Like I had 2 teeth out recently.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Oh my god, it's like the worst thing ever. It's like the worst.
I remember when I had to go into hospital to have my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
Because they were only halfway through and had to cut all the back of my jaw out.
Yeah.
And my mum come in to see me.
Yeah.
And she said it's the worst she's ever seen me is like when I came out into the recovery room from having them out. Worse than anything.
Well, it's like I had 2 out at once, one on either side. I pretty sure we talk about this at lunch anyway, so I won't go into detail. But yeah, it's just one of them got what's called dry socket, and it was just really painful. And it's just started to heal now. It's like been over 2 weeks now, and now I can start eating.
Can eat again.
Oh yeah, just. Yeah, too many smoothies.
What was the thing you was looking forward to getting most then?
What to eat?
To eat.
Just anything.
What was you thinking?
Do you know what it was? Anything solid. It was just like you get tired. I was literally for a good couple of weeks. I was literally living off smoothies, and like the odd nourishment can and like scrambled eggs and avocado and whatever. And like I just wanted something to eat. So it was literally just something. And I
was just saying to Mark, Blue Harvest Toys, because like I don't know whether he's seen your shop or whatever, but like obviously he's got. I mean, his backdrop is just pure toys.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah, and I'm saying you're starting to get sort of you like pre-owned toys now, aren't you?
Only a little. I mean, at the moment, we've only got we haven't got anything that like any. If he's like if Mark's like a seasoned collector, then I don't think we'd have anything.
Well, you have got
But,
some decent bits in there. He
yeah, but
collects
we're more
anything.
modern stuff, aren't we? We're more modern
Yeah.
stuff. But we're going to be like obviously we're now putting out the feelers to buy, so we will be getting more and more vintage stuff in. At the moment, we've got like a handful of things. I think the only
Yeah.
like Star Wars thing I think we've got is like a little 1980 dinky snow speeder thing. Something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Yeah, something nothing
Yeah, but that's
special.
still cool. If you haven't got one, like, and you're a
Yeah.
toy collector, it's
Yeah,
still.
it's very kind
Still
of you to say though. But yeah,
There's Mark.
we're
There's
growing
Mark.
that.
Hello,
Oh,
mate.
hello,
Hello.
There he is. Look at all his toys in the
Oh
background.
bloody hell! Yeah. Okay. All right then. Yeah. No. I don't think we'd have anything to offer. I think you probably got it all by the looks of.
I got more toys than you.
Yeah,
You
probably.
want a
Yeah.
dinky snow speeder, Mark?
I don't know.
Oh, what? A vintage snow? Yeah.
It's a
Vintage-
1980
vintage-
one, I think. I don't know.
Dinky
I think
snow
that's-
speeder.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a little ship thing. I don't know. I'm not big in Star Wars. I much more prefer
Send me
my
pictures
modern
over. I'll.
Yeah.
That's my job actually. I'm a valuer actually from an auction house.
Ah, right. Okay.
That is my profession.
No, we're going to start doing more because people do love that nostalgia. But I'm a weirdo. I prefer the new toys over the old toys. Like I prefer Black Series toys over the old 3.75. Yeah, I know. I just prefer them. I just prefer.
It's a
I know
bit.
it's sacrilege to say that. Probably.
Bit of a touchy subject to the Black Series at the moment.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not into Star Wars per se. So it's like, but. Like when I get nostalgia and I get people appreciate the old toys, but I never had. I think it's because I didn't actually have that many. So the only thing I'd be after that's old would be like this G1 Transformers that I used to have as a kid. It was like a purple jet called, I can't remember his name now either. You can't remember. It was a cone head and it was a purple Decepticon, and that's like the only thing
rings a bell.
So something like that, but other than that, I just prefer the new. I just love the new stuff that's so good out there. Like all the NECA.
I mean, it is good. It is good, but
people love it. Yeah, people. Well, the value's in there as well. To be honest.
Oh yeah, totally.
The new stuff's just mass produced, and it's never going to have the same collectibility.
Well, the vintage stuff was mass produced.
But it got played with. But the thing is now people buy them and then they just keep them in boxes. So so you end up with Power of the Force sealed worth about $5.
What sort of toys do I collect? Everything, anything that I like. Vintage mostly, but as you can see, I do like my Playmobil at the moment. I think they're knocking out the park.
Yeah, Shay's in America.
Unbelievable.
She's a toy collector as well.
I'll show you my pride and joy. I have to show you now because I've got no toys there, but I've got to show you.
Yeah, I collect everything. You know that, don't you? You watch me.
Well, is that a Steve Austin Bionic Man?
Yes, it is. Yes. Just have the engine as well.
I had the Steve Austin. Yeah, because you had the engine, you had the rollback skin, you had the Bionic eye.
Yeah.
See, I had one of those when I was a kid, and do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Like I had all the original Action Man stuff. I had the Bionic Man. I had the Evil Knievel with the wind up.
That is something I'm looking for at the moment. That it's like rocking on shit at the moment.
Oh no,
it's the Evil Knievel, but I am looking for a proper Excuse
me. Well, if I could get all the toys from my
That's-
childhood, it would be my. Oh, that's cool.
That is my pride and joy. It's an old Halcyon Nostromo.
Yeah.
People sell these kits sealed for about 400 quid at the moment.
Wow.
But I found this at a charity shop and it was broken. But luckily I had this guy come into the shop and we just got talking, nerd talk. And it turned out that he was like a master geek, like at building Gundams and model kits.
Right.
And
cool.
And he was gagging to build this because he'd heard of it, but you don't often get a chance to build it because people are just buying and selling them sealed. So it's like a 1/960 scale of the Nostromo, and he so to get a chance to actually build one for a model kit thing, he was made out, and I was made out to find someone as good as him, and he was weathered it perfectly. Like he's done he's done such
really good.
This is my pride and joy, definitely. Like out of everything, this just absolutely Yeah, and I'm afraid.
nice.
I also did the FX kits as a kid, and I've been doing the D'Agostini ones. I did the Millennium Falcon. I weathered all that.
Yeah.
Did the X-Wing. At the moment, I'm doing the Knight Rider.
Oh, okay,
Doing
cool.
the kit, yeah.
It's
Oh,
definitely
has
a
it got the
talent.
light on it
Yeah.
as well? It's got
Yes.
the pulsating light and everything.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely a talent though, isn't it, to be able to do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, my son does the Spitfires and the Mustangs and all that, and I bought him an air sprayer for Christmas. I'll tell you what, he's amazing. Oh, that's
look
cool.
at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that looks cool. The finish on that looks really nice.
Oh, it's die cast. It's heavy. It's massive. It's gonna. It will do the Knight Rider theme. It will talk. Kit will talk. It'll do the sound. You do get a watch, the actual watch to control
nice.
it. The lights come up and everything. It's going to be amazing.
It's something about certain things like that, though, isn't it? It's just, you know, it's an art, though. The way that weathering and stuff is an art, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, just I can just admire this all day. I wish I had the talent to do it, but I just don't. So I didn't even want to attempt it. You know what I mean? Like when I got it. So I don't mind doing
my son's brilliant. He loves it. He's like for the last Christmases, 2 Christmases and birthdays, I think he's just had Spitfires and Mustangs and B-17s. He's just like he's built so many kits, and like I say, the paint jobs he's done on it is just incredible. It's mind blowing.
It's a talent. Definitely keep encouraging it, Rich. You know what I mean? That's a talent because it's.
He's just running out of room. He ain't got a big bedroom. They're everywhere. And I said to him,
running out of room. Yeah.
Tell me about it. Like I was saying, because you don't do like it's not anything and everything you value in auctions, is it? It's just the toys.
No, it's mostly vintage toys, but it's just my wheelhouse. Obviously, Star Wars, the vintage Star Wars, but I do. I mean, I could look into it. I know how to look into things like that. So if you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'll have a look for you.
What's your thoughts on the Cara Dune Black Series figures value in the long run? Just wondering. Do you think it's going to? It seems to be holding about 100, 110 at the moment.
Certain characters, i.e., Dr. Afra. I collected Black Series. I've been collecting Black Series since 2014, since it first came out.
That's Markley.
I could not get the Dr. Afra, and that just pulled me out. I stopped collecting from then because I couldn't get it. I thought, well, what's the point?
I'll put the link back in.
And I still can't get it. I still can't find it.
So if I could have any toys, like it'd be my childhood toys. I'd have that Bionic Man. I'd have one of them with the engine, obviously. I'd have the wind-up Evel Knievel because that's the thing I remember from you build the ramps and like they were just amazing toys, weren't they? They were just the best original Action Man stuff. I mean, you just can't get it now. And
I've been looking on eBay recently.
Huh?
No, I've got a postman here. I've been looking on eBay recently, and they're just the toys that I used to have, and just remembering that you had them because I had that many toys as a kid, and you just forget about it. Then you see it again, think, I used to have that. Yeah. But then to have it again, there's like the stock car smash up, Ricochet races, everything like that. But they're so expensive.
I remember the robot boxing game as well. Like
yes.
Sort of things
what we meant, I'm just going to say, okay, to postman.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries. But I'd love to.
I don't think I had. That's the thing. I don't think I had many toys as a kid. I can remember. Like I said, I remember I had that Transformer. I remember I had. I think I had a couple of the 18 guys as well. And I remember having Lion-O. And the grey dude as well. I can't remember the grey dude's name. I remember having those two, and that was literally. I never had He-Man. I never had Mask. I never had any Star Wars. So there was a lot of things I just didn't. I wasn't into it at the moment. I was more. I was definitely a lot more outdoors. Bat and ball type playing. Just play.
That's all we used to do. Just kick a ball up against the gates at the end of our street. That's all we used to do.
At the time, that was far more and I was into stuff like yo-yos and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I think I missed out on a lot of those toys. So I think in a way that's kind of what's luckily protected me, because I could imagine like having to spend a fortune on the stuff now. So.
When people started talking about the Bionic Mans and the Evel Knievels, I just couldn't believe the prices that They were now, and we had them when we were kids. Like we didn't have a lot of money when we were kids,
Yeah.
and now they're just crazy.
Am I right in thinking that Star Wars toys used to be sold in like a big bag in Woolies for like 99p?
Yes, that was the end of the line.
Wow.
They ripped them off the cards.
Because I remember, I have this really vague memory of my
99p.
mum. Yeah, my mum taking me to Woolies, and we didn't buy them in the end, even for 99p.
Hi, Chris.
But I think she because I didn't know what Star Wars was at the time. So that is true. So it wasn't. I was because it was. I've got this hazy memory of bags of little figures, like clear. That was how they were sold. No packaging or.
I think that's for you. I think that's for you. Did you get Coca-Cola yo-yos? Always wanted the gold one.
I had a Sprite one, and I painted the clear plastic red because I thought it looked cool.
Okay.
Like with a marker pen. A marker pen. I had a Sprite one, and I had a Coca-Cola one. I never had the gold one, and I was big. Yeah, yo-yos were huge. I was mad into them. And then when I saw Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, that just got me into them even more. I don't know why. He was just so freaking cool with that yo-yo in that movie.
Chris is saying he had the Fanta Blue one.
Oh,
wow!
They're worth a pretty penny now, aren't they? The
hop on if you want, Chris. I'll put the link back in.
yo-yos and whatnot. Yeah, the Sprite one was cool.
Catan's saying he had the Sprite one.
Yeah, the Sprite one was cool, but I ruined mine. Like I said, I got a red marker pen out and coloured in the clear plastic bit.
Yeah, Shay, you can pop on if you want. Anyone that wants to pop on, just click the link.
Unboxing, not a live unboxing.
Go on, let's have it.
I was saying earlier that I'm making a Palatoy shelf. So I want anything that's got Palatoy in it. I got these 4. I don't know if you remember the Pocketeers.
I recently saw them on the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop. Actually,
yes,
there were little wind-up games, right?
Yeah, I had that as a kid. I had that one. So the listing on eBay just had that in the picture, but there was actually 4, 3 boxed. I got them for £8, believe it or not.
Bargain.
These got like £25 each. So that one doesn't have a box, which is not a problem. They've got the poker.
Wow.
So they've got the Palatoy logo on. This is what I'm looking for. Anything with a Palatoy logo.
Yeah.
I've got the Las Vegas with the Palatoy on. Just cool packaging and Pitfall.
Well, it shows if you know what you're looking for, there's still bargains to be had on eBay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I always look at the listings that just have one picture on, and they say it's job lot.
Yeah.
You can always get things cheap like that because people just look at the picture, don't they?
Rich Hitch is saying, do you have the Starbird mark?
I don't know. That is something I would like. Never had it as a kid, and I always saw it in the catalogues, and I thought, back in the day, I thought, no, it's not Star Wars. So I never got it, but I would like it. It is a pretty cool design.
Catan's saying he battered. He's doing walking the dog, hit the concrete. God knows where it is now.
Walking the dog. Did you ever get those people that used to come to your school and do the tricks?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They used to do all the tricks. Yeah,
all the mad stuff. Not sure, Shay, but you're welcome to come back if we're still on. Pop on. I'll stick the link back in later.
I'm going to change my camera over so you can see.
No worries.
Just so you can see me cabinet.
Paul's saying that his wife still has her uniform from Woolworths. I bet that's worth some money.
You should play dress up.
Mad, isn't it? Because people pay money for
McDonald's,
I can imagine. McDonald's caps and stuff like that.
They pay so much for the bags, for the carry bag. So a uniform. Wow.
Talking about that, I paid for a McDonald's tie. I paid 25 quid for one.
Did you?
It's really cool. Yeah, but if you see it,
I can't really reach that over. But that's my cabinet.
Yeah, wow. That's
There's
cool.
Thunderbird 2 in there. I've got 2. I've got the blue one, the green one.
Yeah, because you bought the red one off of me, wasn't it? Thunderbird.
Yes.
Is that
the big one? Yeah, I never got that out of the box.
That's the smoke one, isn't it? The one that.
Yeah.
How does that work with the smoke? I don't understand it.
I don't either. Yeah, it's just in flux is my cabinet.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get that Palatoy shelf in there.
Yeah, nice.
Palatoy in there.
Wow.
That's cool.
There's my Death Star.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
My Palatoy Death Star. It needs cleaning. I do have 2. There's the old one and there's a new one.
Jesus.
You
Derek
could just
said he
tell that you could tell you're passionate about it. It was just this.
Well, yeah. I mean, when he's like, it looks like you spent thousands.
Bloody hell, yeah, it
Definitely
looks.
passionate.
So, there's $6,500 in vintage Star Wars alone.
Wow,
Bloody hell.
that's nice.
Don't come and rob me, please.
No, Derek.
When I'm in Blackpool
saying,
next week, don't come and rob me.
yeah, Derek saying he remembers robots that converted into rocks.
Yes, rock
not
lords, yeah.
physically.
Check
Oh, that's
that.
cool. Oh, that is cool.
Oh,
That is a
I
cool
used to work
tie,
in
right?
McDonald's.
Yeah, that is
tie.
cool.
I just had
That
to
is-
have it.
That's definitely a Z
definitely.
tie.
That is just such a nice tie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to have it. I had to have it. Go
Yeah,
have stuff. I just
definitely.
like stuff like that. Yeah.
Get it out for date night, pick and mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see?
Totally.
Got a cheap knockoff instead. Bloody thing is probably worth more than a Starbird now. Wow.
Yeah, bootlegs usually are a lot more than the normal things now.
Wow.
Wow, it's mad, isn't it? Rich Z and Rich Z. Oh, Rich Z and Porky. Yeah, Porky's in now. Hi, Paul. Paul's from America. Flipping sports guy. How you doing? Got Tam and Bell.
Dan Marino there.
What's that one?
Dan Marino.
Oh, Dan Marino.
Yeah.
You've got loads of stuff, haven't you? I said to you the other day, didn't I? It was only when it's only in the last few weeks I found out that Jeremy Bullock was an uncle to one of my wife's really good friends. I wished I'd known that over the years. I've been down here about nearly 13 years. Yeah. I could have got loads of stuff autographed if I'd have known.
Very nice man. He actually asked me to have a photo taken with him.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I knew Dave Prowse, and I've met Dave a few times. My uncle had a garage at the top of Box Hill, and there was a guy there that he was in a wheelchair, but him and a helper restored Jensen Interceptors and Rolls Royces and repaired them, and did a wrap he did all this from his wheelchair. And Dave was a friend of his, and I often saw him come up there getting because he had a Jensen Interceptor, so I used to get all his work done by him. But yeah. He was a good, really, really good guy. Dave.
Met him once. Really yeah, I've got the Vader signed. I've got the Jeremy Bullock Boba Fett signed. I've obviously got the episode 1 signed. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The old boss Nass. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good.
They're all my signed figures. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, it's cool. You've got a nice collection going. Definitely.
Yeah. I've got Carrie Fisher signed up there as well on my layer shelf.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Got some nice bits. So I would like to sort of, out of a few film props I've got left, I would like to, once I get it sorted in here, have a nice little backdrop with all them in. Like I've got carry-on call sheets and stuff like that, and just my little bits and pieces. Put a couple of Bond bits up for my brother.
I got that yesterday. Amelia.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, 2 kisses. Nice.
Oh, look at that. What was that? What was the film? Was you up filming? You saw a bit of secret filming up the other day.
Oh, the Marvel's Secret Invasion. Yeah, she was there. Samuel L. Jackson was there. Mads Nicholson was there.
Whereabouts were they filming that?
In Leeds.
Oh wow.
Central Leeds. Yeah, they went to Halifax as well for the rest of the week. I was going to pop over, but I never did. But they wanted extras.
Oh, Rachel.
I could have been in a Marvel series.
Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it?
That would have been amazing.
It's good that they're starting to do all the films now. I mean, say one of my friends.
It's amazing how many films and series they're actually filming in the
UK. But they're even making a live version of the Barbie film now. And Margot Robbie's Barbie.
Oh yeah.
So it's got a big cast. It's got a massive, massive cast. I mean, they've done a live version, I think, of Little Mermaid. You've got a live version coming up of Barbie. It's just nuts. I don't know whether they're running out of ideas or where these new films are coming from.
Hollywood, it's just rehashes at the moment. But I say. You've got the Andor was filmed here, Obi-Wan Kenobi was filmed here, Batman was filmed in Liverpool and Glasgow, Indiana Jones has been filmed all over the country.
Yeah.
Just all the series, all the movies are getting filmed here.
Yeah, I mean, all of them, Mission Impossible and all that, most of that's being filmed
Yeah.
over here now. A lot of it at Leavesden. Tarzan was filmed in Leavesden. I was up there watching some of that being filmed. What they got at Leavesden at the minute, I can't think what they got up there at the minute, but they did.
They're doing
they
the
did,
Fantastic Beasts down there as well, aren't they?
yeah, they did. They did some of the Star Wars series at Pinewood.
I
know they've done some of that at Pinewood, and they've done some.
I think some of the Book of Boba Fett was filmed in the UK as well.
Yeah, and they done the new Jurassic Park was done at some of that was done at Pinewood.
They were doing something Star Wars related up at Thornton Cleveley's, I think.
That
was as well. Was that? Yeah, there was like a I mean, they pay. There's a government grants and stuff for that, though, isn't there? They pay them to bring the movies there, don't they? Because obviously all the money it brings in. But yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense they rehash stuff now, though, because it's just they're looking at more than just a film, aren't they? They're factoring in and they're pricing in the all the residual money that comes in, because it's just they want to sell licenses for it, and how many licenses,
franchises, isn't it?
That's what it's about.
Easy.
So why would you make a completely new IP when
no risk?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense to. It's just, you may as well eke out every little thing from every little franchise.
Keep it going.
Well, it's just exactly. It's more money. It makes
things
sense.
Once it's got a fan base, you can just go crazy, can't you? That's the thing. It's like all these John Wick films. Now I think it's John Wick 4 now, and I love John Wick films.
Yeah,
they keep making them. I love them.
Yeah, totally.
Jurassic Parks, same. Love Jurassic Parks. I'd like to see another Back to the Future, but where would they go with it? Do you know what I mean? It's like
Tom Holland as Marty McFly.
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to.
He's a perfect Marty McFly.
Yeah. He's doing well, isn't he? He's shacked up with Zendaya now, isn't he? I think they're together now. They're a couple, so he's doing all right. Kid, he's doing amazing. So who else in? Rachel's in. Sam and Bell. Got a few people in, which is good. So it's really good though. Like, I say, I collect film props. You collect your toys. What's your main things you collect, Z, or do you collect anything? You just end up keeping things you don't want to sell.
It's random. I don't. Luckily, like I said, because I never got fully into anything.
You just collect things you like.
Stuff that I really like. Yeah, I mean, my RC cars, I suppose. I mean, I like those, but I think I've got Master Chief stuff from Halo, because I like Halo. The alien stuff, the horror stuff. Yeah,
because that series is being filmed out in Budapest at the minute.
What, Halo? Yeah, but for me, it's just about But for me, that thing is, that's the nostalgia for me. I suppose it's like, I missed out, like I said, on a lot of the kind of, in the 80s. Like I said, I can remember on one hand, I think I had a couple of A-Team toys, and I had that one G1 Decepticon. That was pretty much it. And I had Lino and the Grey Guy from Thundercats as well. I can't remember.
Was it Mum?
Panthro or something. I don't know his name, but it was the Grey Guy with the spiky vest thing, that spikes. Yeah,
I think I've sold some of those.
Yeah, and literally, like, those are the only toys. So I've never really been, luckily, never had to be nostalgic in that respect. So it saved me a lot of money by the looks of things.
Yeah. I'm the same. Like I say, it's what you like.
Yeah, like most of my stuff is definitely like I've got a thing for the Sota Street Fighter figures. I like the I like all my horror stuff really. Like I like the news. Thankfully, it's cheap. Because it's mass produced. It's available. So it's easy.
Yeah. So that's why I got the mask. I got the elf lights. So anything.
Yeah.
It's
that's the kind
of it's quirky, and someone's going to go, "Oh, that's wicked." Like, I get it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't have to be worth loads of money. Yeah.
Masks are brilliant, aren't they? Because they're so impressive.
That thing, Jesus. I mean, it sits there. And with a red light shining up underneath it, it looks scary as hell. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. With a smoke machine going on Halloween and that, it's just like, it's wicked. I love it. Like I say, I've still got to buy one of them face huggers, but I've just got to save some pennies because they're
Yeah.
really good as well. I like them.
The face hugger is pretty nice, yeah. But yeah, I like that kind of stuff definitely, like a statement type, just nice.
Yeah, it's something like you can put up on the wall and it looks like it's coming down to get you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, have you seen people have those ceiling panels, don't they, with the alien coming out of it?
oh really?
So it looks like it's coming out of the vent. It's got like hands and like a
I've
big
not seen
alien
that.
head. So if you've got like one of those panelled ceilings, you can
Yeah.
have it in
Can
there.
you,
So it
can,
looks
you,
like
can, you, can you get them in?
I've never no not that I know of. I've just seen them online and I'm like, wow, that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I was thinking about getting a raptor head that looks like it's breaking through the wall.
Yeah, something like that would be
like
cool.
that. That's just cool. Like same thing. I've got a Freddy Krueger claw from one of them, and like it's got like a hand. So it's on like a polystyrene hand. But I was thinking about fitting that onto the wall somewhere or coming out of somewhere.
Yeah,
but it's about displaying it as well. That's what I like. It's about setting up the display. It's like in here.
I'd love like a proper diorama, like I love when I see people doing dioramas in like fish tanks and things, especially with like predator figures and stuff like that.
Well, that's what my son wants to do with tanks and soldiers.
Yeah, I think it adds so much to the vibe. Like, and people do it with Star Wars massively as well. Like they create like the cantina scene and stuff, don't they? And display the figures like that. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so, some people go really mad on it. Like they make like all the water and the waves and they just everything, and they do it out of resin. So they do a lot of resin stuff, and then put all the sand down. And like some of these things, there's a guy makes miniature houses and villages and that. But like when you look up close, there's no, and he photographs them and does videos of them. He does it on YouTube. I can't remember what his channel's called. But he does videos of it, and it looks like it's a full-size set. It's gone to so much detail on it. It's absolutely incredible. It looks, until he pulls back and you can see it's a model, you would think it was real life. And I'm talking garages with cars outside and petrol pumps and the telecom poles and everything. It just looks so real. You think, I mean, how much time that sort of thing takes? It's like you say, it's a talent.
Yeah,
100%. It's a talent. Not just anyone can do that.
No, not at all.
See what people are saying. So how's the shop doing at the moment? Is it busy?
It's been, well, I don't know about today, but it's been, the last couple of days have been good because it's half term, so it's been, it's been good. But
where is it?
It's in Garstang. It's a tiny little shop on the high street. Yeah.
Wow.
In between Lancaster and Preston. Yeah. So.
I know it well.
Yeah. So yeah.
I might pop over one time then.
Yeah, definitely pop in. Yeah, always welcome. Yeah, of course.
Channel,
Of course.
So it's an amazing shop.
Yeah, we're small, but we've got a good variety of stuff. Do you know what I mean? We keep a good
See, I was going to say that. Yeah. So I was going to say that, Dave. Mumra, but.
Yeah, Mumra's the bad guy.
He's the mummy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy. Super 7 have made some really nice Thundercats figures now. Like the new ones, they're really nice. But yeah, I think stuff like that just goes well.
Rachel saying she'd love to do a tour of Palmer Studios. I love all the Carry On films, but not sure if they still do tours. I'm not sure, because when I go up there, or when I went up there with my brother, they've got like the Walk of Fame. I've done a bit of video. You're not supposed to video in there, but like, they've still got the big White House from up the Khyber, and it's been in many of the films. That a lot of people that we knew sort of had offices now in the bits where they did all the filming for Carry On Doctor and stuff like that. And I did a video just round the side fences of Pinewood, where they had the actual gate for the entrance to the Carry On camping. So like, and Carry On films are really sort of a big bit of what I enjoy. I love the Carry On film. So Pinewood's like a playground for me. I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
Yeah, because you've got the Harry Potter studio down there, but there's no Harry
Potter's next to Leavesden Studios. Yeah.
I've been to that one. That is really good. I like that.
I've not been to the Harry Potter world yet.
Have you not? It's really good.
And they've written, but when did you go?
About 4 years ago.
Yeah, they've got a new thing now apparently where the bank gets wrecked and the dragon comes out and they got all smoke like a new big thing. I was watching it on YouTube the other week because I've never been there, but they've really sort of upgraded it apparently.
Wow.
The Mego Planet of the Apes. No, I don't. I did have as a kid. I had one of the guards, but no, I don't have no those.
Don't they do like loads of Mego now? Don't they? They've reproduced all of those now.
I've got some of the Starship ones there, but I do prefer the old.
Ones.
Fair enough.
Everyone else's school's off at the minute. My son's still at school till next week.
Yeah, I've got to say, like, there's this thing at the moment with toy manufacturers. Like, I can respect you collecting old toys. I don't like this whole new, like the Super 7 reaction.
Yeah.
I don't like them just reissuing toys to look like their old toys, because I kind of feel like I just don't buy it. It doesn't appeal to me. I'm like, surely if you want that look, you also want the original thing.
Totally.
And I can get, obviously some of those pieces are now unattainable. Like if you wanted like a vinyl cape, whatever, those are extortionate. Of course you've got to, in that respect, it makes sense. But for me,
I don't ever touch Repro.
Yeah,
you'd
rather not have it.
Not to collect it because they collect how you want. But
but you'd rather not have something that. I'm the same. So with me, with the modern toys, I'm buying it because it's modern and they've used the latest tech. So why would that's what I'd prefer. What's the point of having a new toy if it's just to make it's like a fake Rolex or something, isn't it? It's
totally.
It's completely like that. It's just like, why you're just trying to fake it with
if it's the object of collecting, I think.
I make sure everyone that comes in, I tell them, these are transformers that don't actually transform. They're just made to look like the old figures. And people still buy them. I'm like, wait.
See, it's a different. I think when it comes to film props, it's a different kettle of fish because people
because it's about the size.
Isn't
it?
And as well, like it's like years ago I bought off an American prop maker. I bought like obviously a replica of the cryo can, and it had all the proper things. It popped out. The dinosaur vials.
Yeah.
I had a replica of Marty McFly's dry itself jacket, which cost me probably £700.
That kind of stuff makes sense though, Rich.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. There's no way you're going to buy the original. Unless you've got something like £50,000 or £100,000, you are not going to buy the original thing. So in that respect, it displays the same.
Yeah,
it displays exactly the same. I had the Book of the Dead and the Book of the Living from the Mummy as well replicated, and I paid about £350 a piece, like just made out of resin. But they look the part, and for me, I'm quite happy if I got a few original bits to have my original bits on display, but I'm quite happy to have a few replica things on display because they look exactly the same. I haven't got the money to go and buy the originals.
No, but Rich, what I'd say to that is like when it comes to props, like you said, it's like there's only ever going to be a handful of those available, so they're not going to be available to like you can only get one original. Or however many they made for the film, so it's not really attainable. So when it comes to props, then replicas are the only thing that are available to you. That's fine.
To most people, definitely.
But but that's a completely different thing with toys, though. Toys is like, these were produced and were, they were.
It's like scripts. I couldn't. That's lit up. Look, I couldn't afford a real one of them. But
that's cool. That's so cool. Yeah, 100%.
But that's lit up, look. So I've just turned it off, but it lights up blue. It looks good.
It's like scripts. If anybody collects the old movie scripts or TV scripts,
I've had loads of scripts.
There isn't any more to collect because they're all on iPads.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what I said. Like, because I had a original. It belonged to John Clive. That was the first gay character in a Carry On film. The guy. And I bought the script, and then I bought a load more stuff off of his widow, and I had a Carry On Abroad script, and I sold the Carry On Abroad script, and I've still got the call sheet with because obviously the script just had John Clive written on the front of it, whereas the call sheet is like a proper typed out one, and it's got Sid James, Barbara Windsor, Bernard Bresslaw. It's got all the names on it, and like how many of them have survived? How many? I don't. That might be the only one that survived.
Yeah.
Well,
I would love a Carrie Fisher one. I would love a Carrie Fisher one because she changed all her dialogue and she wrote it all down on her scripts. I would love one of her scripts where she's changed it all.
Scripts are another thing that I'm okay with people having replicas because, like, I know there's quite a few people that actually sell replica scripts with the signatures.
Yeah, I bought my daughter a Walking Dead one.
It's about having the script, isn't it? It's about it's different. I'll show you. I think my cast about RCs. I'll show you one of my biggest.
Remember those?
See that one?
Yeah, wow, that's cool.
That's my 5th scale. That's
like a big old boy.
Yeah, that's got like a 20.
Yeah.
That's got like a 20. I know it's got like a 30cc 2-stroke engine in it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's like my biggest one.
That's fast.
It can go pretty quick for a chunky thing. Yeah, I like RC stuff. So I've got a few other little cars, but nothing massive. I did have a Rocky, but sold it recently. The Rocky Balboa figure and the Apollo Creed. I don't know who did them though. I want to say Jack's Pacific because they look like Jack's Pacific figures, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure.
Come on, James. You know you want to come on. Also, when it comes to props and replicas, it's a whole different market for buyers because a lot of people. Yeah, you're right. Because James does cosplay.
Yeah.
So like he's dressed up as Deadpool and anime characters and all that because like he obviously wears a fake muscle suit because obviously he's not really that muscly. But he's into his Comic Cons and stuff. Well, and actually found out recently that after talking to James that I was at a Comic Con with Brian Blessed in 2013, and first time I met Sam Jones, and I was sat there with John Bernthal, Michael Penner, and not Carrie Fisher, Margot Kidder was there as well. So I met Margot Kidder, and he was actually at that. Found out through speaking afterwards that he was actually at the same Comic Con, which was a bit nuts. But I think Comic Cons are brilliant. I only go for the actors, but it was really good, especially it being in the green room and they had like bags of Haribos and bowls of Haribos and like free drinks and just get all your food and your drink, just go and help yourself. It was just crazy. Really good day though, really good day. It's just nuts, just a nutty thing, but yeah, really good. And that's another big business is Comic Cons and stuff like that. That's where a lot of people sell a lot of replica stuff.
100%.
And vintage toys like you get a load of stalls up there selling the vintage. You get replicated stuff. It's just a big business.
Eventually I want to be selling at Comic Cons 100%. But until I've got, the thing is with that you need to we haven't got a van, so because ideally you want to be able to take 3 days worth of stock with you because I'd hate to do one. Because I mean, I've been there and I've actually helped out with a friend's store before, and it literally people are gagging to hand over cash to you. It's because of because there's if you've been to a Comic Con, you know that there's that buzz, isn't it? It's that environment. People are walking around in their cosplays. You're surrounded by like-minded people interested in
souvenir, don't
they? There's a buzz about it, and people are definitely. They want to spend, and the thing is though you don't want to do that and then not have enough or not have the capacity to take stock. I don't want to drive down to Birmingham or London and then
I used to do the toy fairs. I did Bolton, Pudsey. I used to love those because I used to have a shop as well. It only lasted about 8 months, but I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed going out to the toy fairs as well.
We've saying that we've only just started. We did Bolton for the first time this weekend, and again it's not obviously quite as intense as a Comic Con, but definitely it's a good thing to
but you still get the mad collectors there. Do you know what I mean? The fan base on toys is as big as Comic Cons and as big as film collectors. It's just a different it's just a different thing.
Toy fairs are a lot more doable as well because they're 1 day events, so you don't have to worry about taking 3 days worth because you want to be prepared. I'd hate to go and run out of stuff. That would be so lame. You don't
want to be sitting there with just half a dozen things on the table, do you?
It would be horrible. That would be the worst thing.
It'd be a good thing to do, though. I mean, obviously, you will have to get yourself a van.
Yeah, you need the van, and you'd probably need like a separate inventory, if I'm honest, because also you don't want to be like
Hi, Richard.
gutting your shop and stuff, and then it's a lot of faff, isn't it?
Yeah, but like to say, at the moment, obviously, you started off, your thing was eBay, and it's a good job you've got the shop.
Honestly, it's kind of sad that tiny little Garstang is bringing me more sales of weird toys than eBay is. It's
Yeah,
just weird. It's just like, well, it's. I'm not, I don't know what to say really.
you
That's
can't
just another
complain, can
topic.
you? That's the thing. Do you still get a lot of people like past walk-ins bringing stuff in for you to buy?
Not at the moment because we haven't really advertised it. If I'm honest, it's something
Yeah,
we're gonna be like doing. We've had people like offer us stuff without us advertising, so I'm sure if we did advertise it, then they'd probably offer a lot more.
yeah.
People probably offer a lot more stuff, but yeah.
Especially, as I say, having your shop. It's like John's got the record shop, and he has so many people
People
coming
coming
past,
in,
like
yeah.
with stuff for him to buy. That's a big part of his thing. Really, he sort of keeps his head above water, and his red bricks thing seems to be doing as well at the minute with his unmanned booth.
You just got to try as many different things at the moment. You can't
Yeah,
rely on one thing at all anymore. You can't
I think.
eBay was
Yeah,
so much more consistent. Well, I don't know if it was or not. Maybe it's just in my head, but it feels like it was a lot
It's
more
just the
consistent.
fees for me at eBay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're horrific at the moment, and
Yeah.
it's getting with more and more now with the promoted listings as well, and
yeah,
then on top of that, you've got to count the the 1 or 2% returns you're going to get, issues you're going to get. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But also, I think when it comes to certain things like toys and collectibles, it's about selling the item. Like the amount of times people have come in for a browse, and you can get them excited by being excited about a product yourself, and it
yeah.
naturally comes through. It's about selling the product as well.
Yeah.
I think it can.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with me and my brother and the props. Like, he never really used to get as excited about the props as me, but then he worked for Brian for 15 years. He's met so many actors, like,
Yeah.
and it was nothing to him. He wasn't as into it as I was. Whereas, if I sort of day I met Sam Jones, I was like, oh, it's amazing. And
Yeah.
John Bernthal and Michael Benner and all these others, and sitting there with Michael Shanks from Stargate, and it's like, my brother thought nothing of it. He's like, oh, who's that? He really wasn't bothered. Whereas, like, and the same thing with the props. To him, the props was a business. Whereas me, I got excited because, like, some of these things you find out how much time and money they cost to make, and like, I actually sort of like to go a bit more deep into it and with the props and that. But like, yeah, it's just, I get excited over it. I still get excited over the props. Someone said earlier, will you ever get back into it? No, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to, because it's my bag. It's really what, I do like going out and picking up vintage stuff and buying secondhand stuff. But like, if I could just get back into the props and do that, then yeah, I'd be like a pig in what's it. I'd be happy. I'd definitely be happy doing that, because then, it's like any collection, it's like Z, you like you say, if something comes in the shop and you like it, you can put it in your collection. It's the same thing. If you're dealing in props and you think, oh, I fancy that, I'll keep that one.
You
And
can keep, even sometimes you can just keep stuff for a bit, and then that's what a lot of people do, isn't it? They keep it for a bit and satisfy their kind of.
yeah, I mean, a lot of the massive prop collectors as well, they'll buy a gun, a pistol, or something that costs 5-10 grand, and then they'll see something they want that's 30 grand, and they go, oh right, I'm going to sell that, and I'll upgrade it to that. And that's how they get their massive collections. We used to say, when we were at an auction in London, and it ended up that Princess Diana's butler, Paul Burrell, was sat in front of us, obviously after the fact. He didn't work for her then. But he is a massive collector, and on that day he bought like the headless horseman's cloak from Sleepy Hollow. He bought a golden fertility idol from Indiana Jones, and he bought something else. Can't remember what the other thing was, but and his collection is just absolutely nuts. But on the same day we was there at that auction, they sold Judy Garland's dress from Wizard of Oz, 155,000 quid.
Wow.
And then I went to a Bond one for my brother up at Christie's, and I saw Desmond Llewellyn in there before he passed away, poor sod. And I managed to get his signature for my brother, his autograph. But like they had, I bought a load of the bungee rope where he dived into the dam.
Yeah.
My brother was massive. He said, "Buy what you can from Bond." So like they had these bits, and they were chopped up in meter lengths of the bungee rope used to do that scene. So I bought a bundle of that for my brother, and
Cool.
they had we bought a load of like a shop display, an old shop display with a load of carded toys of Bond on it, and it was half full of carded toys. Bought a model like a made up blue ring octopus in a case from like wasn't from Octopussy, but like made up for Octopussy.
Yeah.
And they had Odd Job's hat there. I think it went for 55,000 plus VAT for one of Odd Job's steel rim bowlers. But like, yeah, I'm like a kid in a candy shop when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's some
But
high
like the money in
stuff.
props is just absolutely. Oh, it's just immense, you know, the sort of stuff this stuff costs. You know,
yeah. Well, I watch the prop store auctions quite a bit.
Yeah, see, I know Steve Lane.
Never anything going to fall from there.
No, me and him had a big falling out years ago over something. So, yeah. So I do know Steve Lane, and he's bought a lot of stuff off of me and my brother over the years as well. Him and my brother had a falling out, and then like he did something that I didn't agree with, and I just not anything to do with my brother. I just didn't agree with something he did, and it's just business, isn't it? Just business. But I went up to his offices one day up in Rickmansworth, and he's got some mad stuff up there. He's got like a couple of the I think they were the devil dogs from the top of the building in Ghostbusters and stuff like that. And he's got he's got like
that's crazy, isn't it?
I mean this guy's got space suits from Apollo 13, and like he's got a load of costumes, just like proper ones. But he's got anything and everything. He's got all the good stuff. He's definitely got all the good stuff. Hi, Lee. Lee's back. Did you want to pop on, Lee? You can if you want. Let me stick the link back in. Oh, yeah. I'll stick the link back in.
Yeah, I would like to. I mean, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I prefer something from Marvel, I think, at the moment. Yeah. Or Indiana Jones. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best film of all time for me. So everybody thinks it's going to be Star Wars, but it's not. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark for me.
Yeah,
that's an amazing
film. My brother had costumes, some of the German costumes from Raiders, and like just ridiculous money. Ridiculous money. I mean, he was selling storyboards as well from Indiana Jones, and I mean, you know, if it was around, he could get it. I remember years ago, like I say, I said it on a live recently, you know, and I went into his office when he first started doing this. And I put on like Robin Williams' one of the turtle shell helmets from Jumanji, which he had. I was playing. I had the Scorpion King's Scorpion gold sword, the Rock's gold sword with all the scorpion stings on the end of the handle. I was messing about with these around his shop, and like I said to him years later, I said, "What?" Because I didn't know. I wasn't really into films then. That's when I started selling film props, and I really got into it. But I said, "Oh, how much did you sell that turtle helmet for, that hat thing for?" He went, "It's silly, really. I sold it for a few £100 to someone that had a lot of stuff off me." I mean, now you'd be talking 30,000 minimum for that, probably more. It's crazy money, absolutely crazy money. But you know, these things, it's like, you know, I've bought things. My biggest regret, something I've ever had that I sold was I always say it is the spinning chair that Freddie Mercury was sat in the Going Slightly Mad video at the start, where you see him going around on this chair and the smoke's going up. Well, that chair that he sat on, I had that chair, and it still had the motor with it and the control box and everything. It was 100%. I bought it off the guy that made it for the video. He made stuff from Talking Heads and for Pink Floyd and everything. Wow. And I got strapped for cash. So I thought I'll stick it on eBay. It's got to be worth a few grand. Anyway, I tried lending it out to like Queen. I contacted like Queen fan clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
But say, I, I've stuck it on eBay. It went for £320. I was gutted. something you're never going to get back again. It's a one-off piece, and you're never ever going to get it. But I'm gutted I sold that. Have you ever sold anything and regretted it?
Yes, my Palatoy Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. I there was 2 in the auction. There was one went for £2.5 and this one was at £900. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. So I got it for £950. When I got it, I was just scared to leave the house and leave it in there because it was just like brilliant. So
yeah. We've got another. Hello, Shane.
Hello.
How you doing?
I got made a silly offer for it, so I sold it.
Yeah.
And now you regret it.
Yeah. Totally regret it.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like, sometimes
it's worth double now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm good. I just got done dropping off my daughter at school, so.
Ah, cool. So you're a toy collector as well?
A little bit, and I reseller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What sort of things do you get hold of? What's the decent bits you've sold?
Transformers, Polly Pockets, a lot of like
they're going mad at the minute, aren't they? Polly Pockets over here, they've gone absolutely nuts again.
Yeah.
Anything with blue? Is it Bluebird toys? Isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that. Yeah.
So no, I recently found some like Mighty Max kind of stuff, like just a lot of
Mighty Max.
Yeah. So like more like on the vintage end of things.
Cool. Is that? Do you sell anything and everything though? Don't you? You're like a reseller like me. I did buy it. If it's worth money, you buy it and you sell it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. See, Mark's a toy collector.
But I think it changes over the year, though.
60% collector, 40% dealer.
Yeah, it changes though, doesn't it, over the course of the year? Because when we get back into the car boots, or if for example, when yard sale season or whatever starts up, you have opportunity to get more of a range of stuff. So you're naturally going to start reselling the other stuff naturally, because you're going to be doing the car boots. Because at the moment, I don't know about you guys, but when the car boot season stops, you always, no matter how much stock you think you have, you've always run out of it by the end of the season.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. So you're getting your parceling done.
That's my husband.
Getting your packing done for you. I wish I had someone to do my packing.
I'm going to Blackpool next week. I'm going to be doing a lot of filming. There's 4 or 5 shops in Blackpool I need to get to. But I'm going to do a lot of filming. But it's my birthday, so I'm going to look for something for myself.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to look for things that I can sell as well.
Yeah. I think that's what you do. I think even if you're just
justifies the purchase,
even if you're just going out just to find stuff purely to sell, you're always looking for stuff that you might like to keep yourself as well.
Yeah.
Every time I go out, if I go to, when we used to go to the film studios and pick stuff up, my brothers say, "Oh, look, there's 3 of them. If you want one, you can have one. Just give me the cost of it and that." And I always used to sort of think, "Oh yeah, that's
like
nice."
I got that from the auction.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I've never had micro collection before. It's the first piece of I've always wanted some, so I thought, I'll go get it, but it's all sealed.
Yeah,
awesome.
All the figures are sealed inside. All the stickers are not being used.
It's sealed.
So I just don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it. I've put it on. I have put it on eBay for a really silly price.
I hate that. I hate whenever you have something like, I don't know if I should sell it, if I should keep it.
Yeah.
I
put it on eBay for a really silly price. So if I sell it for a silly price, then that's okay. But if not, I'll keep it.
I've had something similar recently where I really like Street Fighter action figures, and the thing is, they've gone up a lot in value sealed, and I recently did get a whole collection of them. Now I want these figures, I actually want them in my collection, but I can't justify opening them now because of the value. It's gone up so much. I can't open them because I'd literally be throwing money away. So I've decided to sell the sealed ones so that I can just buy loose ones because I want them. I want to pose them and have them on display. So it's like it gets to the point especially with older toys, where you get a piece like that, like it's sealed. Like part of you must be gagging to actually hold the toy in your hand, surely. And
totally,
but you can't do it. But you just, because it's financially suicide, right? It's like the
I
dumbest
was like
thing
that
you
with
could
that
do.
movie Maniacs Jaws diorama. I wanted to take this thing out and set it up with and put the little Quint. I wanted to put Quint in Jaws' mouth, and I wanted to
Have
set
it out,
it
yeah.
up.
Was that in the
But, like,
box?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is it the picture box? Is it
Yeah,
like
the big
window
box
box?
with the
Yeah,
author.
I once bought one of those. I think I've bought it for like
I had
£60
one for a long
I've sold
time.
it for 180.
Yeah, I sold it for over 200 quid.
Yeah.
This thing, it was nuts.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sell it. It's another one of them things you need the cash. You don't have to sell things, don't you? But yeah, that was a really, really cool piece, and the same as the Exorcist, the little Regan Exorcist on the bed, like, and the bed moves and the head turns round. Now I wanted to get it out. I wanted to put batteries in it and see her head turn round, but like you can't, you know. And I sold it for over 200 quid.
It's frustrating, isn't it? Because you've got that part of you where you want to have the toy on display and, you know, be part of your collection. I think that's why I just prefer loose toys personally, but when it comes to reselling, obviously, you know, sealed ones are always going to be, yeah,
definitely. I mean yeah, you know, even though we're supposed to be grown up, we still like playing with toys.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, it is what it is.
Well, you know what? I often describe it to people like where people this is like our version of the Wade Whimsy or whatever trinkets people used to put out. Like, you know, people from the generation before us, they would display like, you know, ceramics and fancy plates and horses and pigs and ducks or whatever, you know. So that was their action figures, as it were. Now you can go into a home and it's not strange to see like a Sideshow collectibles, you know, premium format figure of Wolverine instead, or, you know, something like that. It's exactly it's just changed with the times, isn't it? I mean, it's, you know, what people were into, and, you know.
And that's the thing. I mean, I've got guys that have bought off me and my brother over the years, and they've got collections in their houses. I mean, one of them, let me see if I can get his thing up. He's got like a stormtrooper at the bottom of his stairs in his house. It's like absolutely nuts. He's got a full like prosthetic Eddie Murphy head from Nutty Professor. He's got full size, loads of Star Wars full size bits. That he had a full size Superman hanging from the ceiling in his gym and stuff like that. It's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I made a full size Darth Vader for the shop. I did it in the house for ages. Every time you went around the corner, you scared the shit out of you.
I always wanted to go around Dave Prowse's house. I wanted to go and see what he had from Star Wars. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Doesn't Brian have anything left from episode 1?
No, he's got a couple of bits from
Flash Gordon.
What's that? Nah. Oh God, it's one of the first films I went to Jason and the Argonauts. He's got a couple of bits from that. He's got a full size. He's got a statue of himself as like a Roman in his garden. He's got.
I can imagine.
I don't think prop wise he's really got like loads of stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's got a Cylon.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Want that?
Yeah, he's got some crazy stuff. I
have all the little figures.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that.
Oh.
He's just a massive collector. I mean, I don't know what's that from, that old Peacemaker or something. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's got
apparently that's a really good series.
He's got a Conan sword.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got some crazy bits. He's got a Mr. Freeze bust.
Oh wow.
Love that.
His whole house is just pure stuff. It's got you like Boba Fett.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's in the States. He's just got. Oh look, he's got a Darth Vader in his snooker room, in his pool room.
That's what I like. I built it myself. All it was a mannequin and a suit. It was quite good actually. I got a Bluetooth unit in it, so when kids used to come in the shop, I used to press it and used to talk to them. Oh, Black K.
Mad. Yeah, some mad stuff on it. It's like I say, you know, people when they're into these things, you go around the house, you think, God, what they got there? I've got a guy in America that I think he's in North Carolina. He was a Carolina cop. He bought all the bits from me and my brother. We sold all the horns, the arms. It was all from it was Dan Stevens wore it in Beauty and the Beast. And
All right.
and for I think it was for a Valentine's Day a couple of years back, he had all the costume custom made and built her the full size Beast.
Wow.
It was just crazy. But like say some people's houses you go in, they're like film museums. You know, he's got Harry Potter wands all up the stairs, and like literally every inch of the house is just covered in film props. It's just nuts. Just nuts, absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's next level collecting, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I
really
mean,
is.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, the guy with the Beast, he's now making films.
Well, you have to either have to be there at the time of filming, or have a lot of money to get props like that.
Yeah, I say now he's directing films, so try and find the Beast. Oh, this is in his room as well. He's got a pinhead and a Freddy.
Wow.
And the pinhead, I think, is a full costume. He's got most of the costumes made up on mannequins from like 13 Ghosts.
Oh wow.
Stuff like that. It's just it's incredible the stuff he's got. I'm just trying to find the Beast. He's
I remember Anthony Daniels he used to get things out of the bin when after Star Wars they were just throwing things away, and he was just picking things out of the bin, and he's got stacks of stuff.
It's crazy. Stuff. He said, because I'd only known him a couple of months, he said, "Oh, come out and stay," and I was like, "Oh, I can't just come out and come out there." And he said, "Come over at such and such date." He said, "I've got what's his name? The kid that was Atreyu in Neverending Story, because he's got the original Neverending Story book." He said, "Come out." He said, "He's a friend of mine. He's staying." He said, "Come and stay the same time." And he said, "You know, we'll have a laugh."
Yeah.
Like, blimey, I'd like to meet people like that, but I'm just trying to find this full size Beast. But it's incredible. I say he made it for his wife for I'm sure it's for Valentine's Day. I'll have to find it another time, but it's it's just nutty. He's got there you go, there it is. He's got the Tree of Souls as well from another film, but that's his full size Beast that he made for his wife.
Wow. Next
to his front door. But like, just
nobody's going to burgle him, are they?
No, but he's another big collector. I say, there's collectors and there's collectors.
Yeah.
I'm a poor man's collector.
I think it comes. I don't know. I think it comes down to what you like, though, doesn't it? I mean, like, I think eventually I'd love to just start doing collecting quarter scale statues. They make really nice polystone statues of things.
Yeah.
Like companies like XM Studios, Sideshow, and Prime, and there's all these companies that make really high end statues. I'd love to do that, but that's something in the future because again they're quite pricey. You're talking 500-600 quid upwards for one statue, but I'd love to have like a collection of those. It'd be kind of so. Yeah,
that'd be nice. Nana tinks in.
But yeah, it all depends though, doesn't it? And you can change over the years. Like, he might end up getting fed up of having all those larger pieces and go to something else, or
I mean, his house is huge, and like I say, he's got like an attic space, and he's got like there's a guy that does big displays out in the States. His name's Tom Spina, and he makes big, massive displays, and he does it for museums, and I think he probably does film work as well. He's incredible. And he's done this. He's made part of his attic look like a boiler room with dirty pipes and stalagmites and stalactites and like a bit of a cavey dungeon thing. And he's got like original Halloween masks, Freddy versus Jason. He's got original bits and pieces. I think he's got some of the little aliens from Men in Black as well. You know, the little skinny, like insecty looking aliens and things like that. He's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Met a lot of horror stars, including Sid Haig, just before he died. Literally made my life meeting him. Kane Hodder, Robert Englund, all nice guys. Robert Englund phone call. I got a phone call off of Robert Englund. In 2012, I think it was. Well, he was at my brother was at a Comic-Con with Brian in Cardiff. And my phone rang, and I'm thinking, who's that? So I've answered it. I've gone, and this voice has gone, "Hi, this is Robert Englund." And then he put on his Freddy Krueger voice. He went into Freddy Krueger mode. He went, "I'm with your brother Stephen. You're never going to see him alive again." And he's cackling and all that. And he said, "Hi, your brother's asked me to call you. He said you're a big Freddy fan." And I said, "Yeah, amazing." You know, and he was a really nice guy. But it's amazing.
I love V. He was in V, wasn't he? I love V.
Yeah, he was Willie, wasn't he? He was the one of the aliens. But like that's the thing. Like, you know, obviously I don't have my brother anymore. He's 7 months. He's been gone now. But you know, he was always thinking of other people. And you know, I say he was at this Comic-Con, and he knew I was mad on Nightmare on Elm Street. And the next thing, I got Robert Englund phoning me. It's crazy. Phone call would have been awesome to hear. Yeah, and I've still got the phone that he called me on. I'm not even selling it, so I just won't let it go because his voice has been through that phone. So like, it's just silly because it's just a phone. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's the phone Freddie called me on, so it's never going anywhere. But yeah, it's funny that the things you sort of think about and that. But yeah, incredible. I love my films. That's the only thing I think I'm really, really passionate about, and I sort of collect things from. Yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked. But we all have our little
like Star Wars with me. It's not the movie; it's the toys.
Yeah.
Because from 1978, when I first saw Star Wars, I didn't see Star Wars again till 1982.
Wow.
So that 4 or 5 years, it was all about the toys and not the film.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you know. It's what you're into, isn't it? I mean, like I say, toy collecting is a massive thing. Film prop collecting is a massive thing. Some people collect China. You know, it's horses for courses. But like just for me, God, film.
Yeah, you've also got to have a hobby.
Yeah,
life would be boring.
Yeah, and it's a talking point. People come in and go, "Oh wow, what's that? What's that from?" Do you know what I mean? I mean, we delivered this. My brother had it on his drive for ages. His ex went absolutely bananas. He had a Del Boy Trotter 3-wheeler van on his drive. We've still had all the special effects box in it to make it smoke, and it had a couple of blow up dolls in the back and that. And he had it covered over with a Formula One racing cover of. It was from the film Driven with Sylvester. I think it was still Sylvester Stallone. It was from the film Driven. So he had the Robin Reliant covered with this blooming big sports car cover, and then he had this big wooden crate on the side of the drive. And in this crate was a full-size sleep chamber from Aliens.
Wow.
And so he sold it, and we delivered it to someone in, I think it was up Birmingham way, and we got it up there. And this thing was huge, and we got it up there. We couldn't get it in the guy's door, so we told him the size of it. Couldn't get it in his door, so we had to leave it under his carport, under a cover. He had his front room windows taken out. Got it into his living room.
Wow!
Couldn't get it any further, so he had all the windows put back in. And then after a couple of months, his wife went, "You're not keeping that in here." So he had to get the window taken back out, get it back out, and he had to sell it. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Huge thing. But yeah, no, it was really that was a funny one. That was definitely a funny one. But no. So anybody had any good sales? You had any good sales, Shay? Bit quiet over here at the minute. That's all right.
It's been kind of slow. I mean, and I've just joined eBay a month ago.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I've been kind of doing like mini videos on my experiences like with eBay because I was on Macari for it's almost a year now. I've been doing reselling. Yeah, so Macari is completely different from eBay, and so I'm kind of like
I'm hoping it comes over here.
Yeah, so I love Macari because toys do very well on Macari. I was able to. I mean, I was very much part time last year, but with Macari, I made a good bit of money over there. So crossing over into eBay, it's a little different. So I have to approach it differently. Yeah,
it's very dodgy on eBay.
Yes.
All my friends in America have got Macari, and I'm really jealous.
Yes.
I really want it to come over.
But on eBay in the States now, you can now attach videos straight to your listings, can't you?
Yeah, you can. It's kind of some people are having a bit of issues with it as far as like files not uploading properly, or it's too long or too big. So there's a lot of that kind of kinks that are still need to be worked out. But I mean, if you have a toy and it has lights and sounds, it's good for that.
Yeah. I've always thought they need to have video. It's the next thing.
Yeah.
I did see someone saying they're supposed to be rolling it over out here in the next week. But
lovely.
You don't know how true it is though, but I can't see that it's come out over there, and it's going to be very long before it comes out over here. I mean, people have been doing it for a while though, but it's a long-winded thing. You've got to make a link, and then you've got to do that link, and then you've got to go. It's like all around the houses, and it's just long-winded, and I've never sort of bothered with it. But like I say, I sell a lot of vintage electronics and stuff, so for me to show something working, it's a deal breaker, really.
Totally.
So what made you join eBay then, if you were happy with Macari? It's just out of interest. Sorry.
Good question. Good question.
Peer pressure, maybe. I don't know. I think because the goals that I have big goals. I want to be able to make like 3 times what I made last year. And one of my goals is to retire my husband from his job so he can do reselling full time with me. So it's just kind of branching out and growing that aspect of it, because if there's certain things I can't reach, that my goal is just on Macari, so I have to branch out and cross over.
So it's about having it available, having your products available on more platforms and stuff. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense, because I was just like, okay.
Oh, apparently Lonnie Shedflips did a good video on the eBay videos. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, I have to check out Lonnie's video then.
Yeah, I used to watch him all the time, and it's like everything else. There's so many people that, as time goes on, you watch this person, you watch these, but and I've been watching more people in the States, and obviously Tommy and Tracy, I'm in their lives watching, and obviously they're not resellers, but they've got a fantastic live. I love their lives.
Well, they are resellers, but they're not.
Yeah, but they don't really. It's just like their chat is just like it's just anything and everything, and it's just amazing. Usually just watch Tracy get drunk.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's great. Yeah, but I say, it's just having the time to watch everybody, and it's
there's so many resellers now that are on YouTube. It's just it's kind of. I mean, I'm technically on the newer end of it, but I'm trying to come at it at a different angle from what other people are doing. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more interesting. But there's a lot of people on now.
Yeah. Do you find over here, obviously, I think there's been obviously since lockdown, there's an increase of people selling stuff on eBay. Do you find that out there as well, that there's more people?
Very much so. I mean, even whenever I go to the thrift stores now, here you can tell like half the people in there are resellers. They got their phones out and they're scanning, and it's a bit intimidating. There's a lot more like shoes and clothing resellers here. So I don't run into too many like toy resellers, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You do sort of, when you used to go out, I used to turn my sound off on my phone and like scan barcodes or to look things up and that, like on the sly. But now, like you're in there and you're like having a little look, and then all of a sudden, ping, like, and you think, oh yeah, so someone else, and you sort of. I've spoken to quite a few people. James that do Saturday Night Live with us, he said he was in the shop the other day. He said there was like 2 or 3 people in the same shop. It's crazy.
Kings.
Yeah.
Kings here. You get check your pocket
And pinging off like you stood in a casino. Ping, 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 and everything's going off. But no, it's but I still don't think that. I still don't think there's, I think there's plenty of stuff to go around for everybody. Everybody's into different stuff. It's like, I live in the same town as, I've helped her start a YouTube channel, Amanda, organizer reseller. And she, you know, she goes in the same charity shops I do, and actually she's found a few things that I wished I'd got my hands on. Like there was a little Aristocats like little plush thing with these cats in a basket, and if I'd have seen it, I wouldn't have even thought anything of it. But she's bought it. It's £3.50, I think, or something. She paid for it, and it was like 75 quid. This thing, it was just nuts. But we go in the same shops. But she's very into clothing, and I haven't got into clothing yet. I don't know the brands, and I wouldn't be able to tell what's worth money and what isn't. But I sort of go in there looking for the vintagey stuff, or you know, I pick up a few good bits. But our charity shops have gone right downhill in the past 6 months anyway, because half of them now are filled with like new stuff that companies have given. Oh yeah, there's 6 boxes of ornaments there, and they start putting that in, or brand new Christmas stuff. It's all changed really.
I think I've tried to diversify into other things. I do collect vinyl records. I also buy books and read up on things.
I've tried to get into books. I found a handful of Stephen King, like first edition kind of stuff. Like, so I found a couple of those out over the summer at some garage sales, which was like I paid $1 for them.
Yeah,
so I was freaking out.
I was never bothered looking at books like that. And then in my charity shop in Littlehampton, I bought their books in there at 50p each, and I saw Stephen King's It, just a paperback, and I thought, wonder. So I had a look, and they were sort of like 40-50 quid. Yeah. These books, and I'm like, well, that's nice, and it's sold pretty quick. So now every time I go in a shop, I'm looking out for Stephen King's It. I haven't broadened my brain enough to see what other books are worth money. I've got some stacks of books in here that are like over 100 years old, and some of them I just haven't been through them yet to see what's, you know. I list one every now and again, and it sort of goes for 40 to 50 quid. I've got an old I think Pied Piper of Hamelin that's over 100 years old, and I've had it on for ages, and that one hasn't sold. But then books are incredible for money. You know, Mel, back from Burnout in Australia, she's killing it. You know, most of her business is books.
I love the Bronte books. I've got a lot of Bronte books. I'm obviously not far from Haworth, so I can pop over to the museum over there, and they do sell some of the books in there. So I always check those out. I also look in charity shops.
I love it when I get a ka-ching in a charity shop.
Or a first edition Harry Potter. That'd be nice.
You see, I keep looking out for Harry Potter books, but like I've got one up on the shelf.
30 grand for a first edition.
Yeah, that'd be nice to find one of them. That's like you know, I'd like to go up to Harry Potter World and look around the studios and that, but like I would just be wanting to be getting in amongst it. I mean, wanting to touch the costumes and you know, get on the sets and that, but it's wicked.
Well, you walk through the hall. You walk through the dining room.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I've seen the video. I've been watching videos of it for ages.
You can get on the bus and things like that. It's really good.
Maximus and Co. There's his thing there. Look, he done a video recently on the Harry Potter world. Clothing, toys, Rich. Don't forget the toys. I know, and I look every now because of Amanda, organizer reseller. She's into vintage toys, and like, you know, she buys a bag of toys. I've seen them before in the shops, £1 for a bag of toys, and like these toys, there's 10 in there or whatever, and they're 10 to 15 quid each. And it's like, really?
That's what I go for. Yeah, I go for the toy
bags. I've been picking them up and going, walking away. It's just crazy.
The amount of money. Diecast cars, Matchbox cars, things like that. I always pick those up.
I mean, you know, some of the old toys I sort of see, or the old Bop Its and stuff like that, or, you know, I might see a figure or an Action Man. I go, cool, yeah, that's old, and then you manage to date it. But like,
I mean, I went in Aldi yesterday, and they started selling Hot Wheels cars, and that's one of the treasure hunt ones.
Wow,
treasure hunt. That's cool.
So, just finding that is my first treasure hunt Hot Wheel, and I found it in Aldi. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And to answer that question about my husband, he sold it's a Star Wars comic book pack. So it's like a comic book that comes with 2 figures, and he sold one a few months ago for $800.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. He got it at a store. Mike, how much did you pay for that one?
Which one?
The $800 one. It was like $5 or something. Yeah.
Oh wow, what a flip.
He's just knowing what to pick up, isn't it?
It's just because he for like 10 years ago, we went and we did a lot of like, I guess it's technically retail arbitrage, where we just went around and he picked up Legos and Star Wars, all the Black Series, like all that stuff. And so now he's slowly going through that collection that he's been sitting on for 10 years and just like slowly going through it and selling it. So yeah, that was one of the bigger ones though. We were very surprised.
Yeah. Wow. Max saying, what else other than it being a first edition do you need to look out for? Sarah's got a few first editions.
Number usually, isn't it? I know Harry Potter, if it doesn't begin with a 0, it's a first edition.
Yeah. If it doesn't begin with a 0.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers Studios also had some additions. Yeah. I was just saying that to Mark and that. They've got a new they changed it all in the bank, in the Gringotts.
I didn't realise it changed. I might have to go back there.
It's so expensive though. So expensive. Like, you know, if you've got a family of you going up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Amanda. She does the vintage toys. She picks up Hot Wheels figures almost all the time.
Yeah.
I
picked up a few of the new Batmobiles as well. The crunched down Batmobiles.
Cool. See, Batman. My brother managed to get someone. They were after a Batman cowl from Dark Knight, and my brother managed to get him one.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, I've got so much Batman stuff. Oh, I've got so many Batman. I've got about 50 Batmobiles. I've got the Batcave there with the Mego Batmobile and the new McFarlane one.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's customized.
That is cool.
I've got the Corgi Batmobile in the box. I've got the Batboat in the box. I want the Batcopter. I need the Batcopter next in the box.
When I was a kid, we used to go away to the place called the Isle of Wight here in the UK. It's off the coast of Portsmouth. It's about half-hour ferry ride. And I took my kids there, and then they take their kids there now. And when I used to go as a kid, there was a wax museum out there called Brading Waxworks Museum. And out the front, they had one of the, the Burt Ward Batmobile. You know, the one with the fins at the back and the flame used to go out the back. They used to have one of them sat out the front of this museum. It was brilliant. Absolutely amazing when you see something like that. And actually,
three of the Corgi Batmobiles.
That's the one. Yeah, I used to have one of those, and you got the little wheel on it, and it fires like matchsticks out of the out the top. That's it. Yeah, that's the one I had. God, I just would have wrecked mine. How much are they worth now?
It depends what condition. I mean, I've customized this with putting the red striping on it.
Yeah,
I've got 3 of them. There's all different versions. I've got the one in the box cost me about £80, but this was only about 25.
Only 25. God, I'll tell you what, if I had my own one, I'll be happy with 25 quid for it.
There's plenty on eBay. All different conditions and
wow. Max is saying, so basically me and Sarah just found her old Potter books in the loft yesterday, and I mentioned they might be worth something if first editions. 4 out of 5 are first editions. Wow. Have we just won the lottery?
If it's the first one, hardback. Somebody once found one in a library bin that went for £28,000.
Wow.
But yeah.
Amanda's got a great haul of Harlequin.
The number, there's a couple of printing mistakes in it.
Oh wow, makes it worth more money.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of random garage sales over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's illegal for us to do that.
It's illegal?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We can't just have pop a table outside and sell things. We can't do it.
I mean, I know certain areas around here there's a limit to how many you can actually have per year. I know that's kind of a thing, but no, here there's a lot of garage sales, but they also have community yard sales. So like certain neighborhoods will they'll have like clusters of them.
Yeah, we have jumble trails. We have jumble trails over here.
I'm still learning the terminology between here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring them by sales.
Yeah.
It's different. It's the same thing, just called something different.
Yeah. Like you guys have boot sales, so it's like that's
that's your flea markets over yours.
Yeah. Or table sales. That was like another one that I learned the other day. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
You're saying, Mark, we're not allowed to do garage sales over here? I've seen loads of people.
We've got to have a license to sell, haven't you? From your property.
I've driven past picking my son up from school and come back and see.
Oh yeah,
like a little chair.
They're not going to enforce anything.
with a sign saying yard sale, like
Yeah. If a little kid's stood next to a table, they're not going to enforce anything.
These people had like they had shirt, like they lived in a bungalow, and they had like shirts and clothing hung from their drain from their gutters and stuff like that, and it like had a proper sale.
You're not allowed to do that, but
really,
it happens.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you need a license to sell, don't you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have thought like for your own stuff. You're not selling.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of odd. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward. Crazy. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, that like garage sales will start back up here. Like last summer, I went to a yard sale and found like a massive tub of vintage Power Rangers and what was it? It was like Street Fighter kind of stuff, like all in a big tub. I got it for $20. Wow. I've sold half the bin already.
Wow. Max, you found out about these books on here, so like commission.
There's a commission on that.
Yeah, we all want 5%.
Yeah, but no, it's crazy, isn't it? When you find something, you find out it's like Lee. I don't know, Shay, if you know Lee, Cola Flipper. He went to a car boot sale. He paid £100 for he done a deal. They wanted £100 for these earrings, and he said, "Look, if you throw in them Chanel ladies' shoes, heels, I think it was Chanel. I'll do the deal." Anyway, I think he got the shoes. Now these earrings, he found what they were. They were £34,000 new.
Wow.
Or £38,000. And one of the crystals is damaged on the bottom. He's still going through trying to get that repaired. Oh, there's Lee now. Look, there you go. Shelley did a great video on Harry Potter books and how to understand the edition and print numbers.
Yeah.
So I found this. It's like a loose site.
Turn me up, and I'll add the link in the chat.
Lovely.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I got this last summer at a yard sale for 25 cents, and there's one currently up on eBay that's going for $7.50.
Wow.
So I'm like very torn. Do I keep it because I really like it, or do I sell it?
Oh God, it's so difficult, isn't it? That's the thing.
Keep it for a bit, enjoy it, and then sell it.
Yeah.
Or just price it high and enjoy it, and then if someone makes an offer,
that's the thing. Price it high, so you hope that someone doesn't buy it at a higher price, and if it sells, you've had a bonus. I'm just trying to put Lee as a thing. There you go, mate. You should now be a moderator. Oh, that's you.
It doesn't need to be hardback.
No, Max is saying that all hardback, Order of Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and 2 Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
But to get that 30 grand book though, right? Shouldn't it be the first book? I thought it was only the first.
It's the first book. The first book.
And the hardback of it, not the paperback. Surely, is it?
No. Yeah, I think some of the
paperback first edition will do well, but it won't do as well as I think it's the hardback. The original first edition Bloomsbury or whatever hardback, right? That's the only one that's worth 30 grand. There's not many of those out there, so if you've got one,
oh my God, no.
You know,
getting us all excited, Max.
Yeah,
getting us all excited now.
No, the later ones that everybody obviously it will becoming so popular. Then everybody's got.
There's loads of first editions of those, and they're worth nothing. Yeah. Yeah, so just so you don't get too excited, you know what I mean? Just like
don't get too excited
because there's a reason why they're 30 grand. It's because they're very rare. They're not.
Don't get too excited, but I am expecting commission.
The first printing, shall we say, the first printing of the first edition.
Oh wow, Ross is saying I have 8 Harry Potter books on eBay, all first editions, not gone yet. Though.
No.
Wow. See, I've never ever. So I've got 1 Harry Potter book. I've never. I don't see them out there that much, to be honest with you. I think all the other resellers have got there before me. So, Max just posted on my community tab a photo of the books we found on Sarah's. I have to have a look at that. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? What's that?
Yeah,
only 500 ever printed of the real ones.
Yeah, because nobody knew it was going to be a hit, did they?
No. It's just gone mad, isn't it? Like you sit at home and think, I'm going to write a book, and now J.K. Rowling's rolling in it.
Yeah.
And the Fantastic Beasts, and oh, jeez.
The cafe that she wrote it in, it got turned into a Chinese restaurant. It burned down recently.
No.
Yeah, in Edinburgh. Yeah.
Oh, well, we got a pub round the corner from us called the New Inn, and Ian Fleming wrote some of the Bond films in there.
Oh, nice.
And actually,
First edition, yeah.
There's a guy called Terence Mountain. He was a stuntman in, I think he was in Moonraker and Another Couple. He was a stuntman in it. And he actually lives in Littlehampton. And we found out that I got a girl my brother used to go out with. Terence Mountain was her uncle. So small world.
Oh, wow.
But I spoke to my people in the post office when I was going there and posting out. They knew I did like some film props and that, and they went, "Oh yeah, Terence Mountain lives in Littlehampton. He always comes in and tries to give us signed photographs of himself and all that." I'm like, "Oh, desperate times, you know." Once you start trying to give out signed photos of yourself, no way. She said she defo had the first book, Philosopher's Stone, but where is it? Oh, they can't find it now. Oh, nice find. Think I would have wet myself for that channel find. Yeah, hi, Ready Steady Retro. Yeah. Shelley's video on Harry Potter books.
Yeah. I think the best find I ever did is when I was in the shop. I went to Greg's for a cup of coffee. It was a charity shop, so I thought I'll pop in there. And there was an R2D2 on the counter. So I said, I'll have that without even asking the price. I said, I'll have that. Yeah. She said, "Oh, do you like Star Wars?" So she brought out these 3 massive boxes of toys. It wasn't just Star Wars. There were Power Rangers. There was all sorts in these boxes. And she says, "How much would you give me for that lot?" I says, "Oh, 25 quid." So it took me like three times to get it back to the shop because there were these massive boxes. So the first thing I picked out of the box was a Top Gun for the Millennium Falcon worth £25. So that just made my money back there. And then the rest of it, I made so much money out of it. It's unbelievable.
Paul's saying Shay got tired of our American life. She jumped across the pond. Everyone's welcome here, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
You're always in that. You're always over here with us as well.
I was here first. It's cool.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's great, though, isn't it? That's like it is. That's the thing I like about doing videos, doing lives, being on YouTube. Is like you're always learning new things. You're always teaching people new things. You know, people coming here and they would have learned stuff that they didn't know before. I'm learning stuff I didn't know before. It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible.
That's why I read a lot of books, because the more you know, the more it's going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I do all my videos on my channel are mostly like toy histories and things like that, and how to do things and how to collect and things like that. So I like doing. I like to spread the knowledge.
Yeah, and that is the cool thing. You know, that's the shop's called Only Cool Stuff, and it's only cool stuff in there. Yeah. Apart from maybe Honky Tonk Man, I don't know. He had a few of them.
Yeah, still got those.
And a few. What's the other one he had? Like
the kids Finding Dory. Yeah,
Finding Dory. You must have sold a load of them by now, though.
Yeah, sold. It's surprising. We sold a lot of all of them. Eventually it goes. Yeah.
What do you find? What ones are the best sellers, and what ones would you say are the sort of the sticky ones?
I think it's like we're learning. I think the key with a shop like with any kind of shop is you got to kind of quickly adapt to what people want. So initially, like when we opened it, I did the typical nerd thing of like, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of cool action figures everywhere.
Yeah,
and I might like that, but it's not always what people want. And I've got to say, our best-selling stuff is merch. It's actually merch. It's not the figures sell, but nowhere as often as someone will come in and buy a framed print. I'm gonna have to quickly go for a second.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, he has got some decent stuff there. Like I say, he's got these face huggers, and I see him up on it. He's got them stuck up on his walls, and I'm thinking, I would like one of them in here. That'd be cool. The thing is, I spend too much money. I went and spent. I don't even collect masks, but I saw that It one and I thought, that's it. I'm getting that for Halloween, and it's crazy, isn't it? You see these things, you think, I've got to have one. See your room full.
Well, yeah, I put that. Well, I have me Palatodesta, but there was a couple of things that I needed upgrading on it. So I saw this one on eBay, and it was £50. So I messaged him and I said, "How much do you want for it?" He says, £80. So I went, yeah. So it was all the cardboard, none of the plastic, just the cardboard. So it had the bits. So yesterday I picked out the bits to make my Death Star absolutely mint. So I've got another Death Star. So I thought I'll just put it on eBay for 99p.
Yeah.
I'll put it up for 99p. I've got message after message. This one guy messaged me 20 times.
Wow.
And said, "How much do you want for it?" I says, "Well, there's an offer button there. Just send me an offer."
Yeah.
And he says,
what I hate about eBay is like people like send you about 10 or 20 questions about something, and then they don't even end up buying it. Like you go through all the aggro, and or they say, "What's the size of it?" And like it's in the listing. It's like you just don't want to read the listing.
Nobody reads.
Well,
just driving bonkers.
We got around to an £80. We agreed on £80.
Yeah.
So I said, just put it in. Just put it in as an offer. He never did. Somebody put 99p bid in. So obviously he couldn't do the offer anymore. So he got back to me and says, "Why didn't you send me the offer?" I said, "No, you offer it to me, not the other way around."
Yeah.
So it's actually went up to £45, and it's got right up to £45 now, and there's like 8 days left on it. So I'm going to let it run.
I understand she picked up 4 framed pictures of Harley Quinn this week, along with some figures. Yeah, I was stood on the set of Tarzan next to Margot Robbie. I didn't even know she was Harley Quinn till I saw the film. I hadn't seen Wolf of Wall Street, so I didn't know who she was. And there's this blonde girl giggling next to me on where they're filming Tarzan.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be. That was up behind Harry Potter World at Leavesden, and this big paddle steamer, and it was just lit in like a big pond, and they were filming that. It's supposed to be in the jungles of Africa. And we had to wait for the clouds to go over, so I was all stood there for ages, and she was just giggling with her mates. It's only when I saw Suicide Squad I realised who she was.
Yeah.
Crazy. She's a good Harlequin, though. She makes a good Harlequin.
Yeah, definitely.
Even on Whatnot app, people don't read, and there was literally just 2 lines describing the auction. Yeah. Are you on Whatnot, Shay?
I decided not to go on there because I was learning how to do eBay, so I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. There's just a lot to take in at one time, so I'm holding on.
Yeah. I saw Miss Q. She's gone on to Whatnot.
There's a lot of people have hopped on there. It's like
I think Rachel's gone on there, isn't she? Rachel Strickland.
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's kind of jumped on that ship and taken off with it, which is fine. Because I mean, it's a good opportunity if you have a lot of inventory and you want to move it. It's perfect for that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I watch it now and again.
So you obviously don't sell, Mark. You just buy most of yours, or you sell toy stuff. But are you on anything else, Z? Like, are you selling on anything else? Any other platforms other than just eBay?
Our website, obviously.
Just a website and
website. And we're using all the social media because they let you have shops on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I think making TikTok videos can help as well.
You do TikTok, don't you?
Just to share the products and stuff, because it's actually like it's really funny. But I've actually had like kids coming into the shop, looking around and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, I've seen your TikTok video." It's very cringy when you're a 40-year-old and you've got like some teenagers laughing, going, "Oh, I've seen your TikTok," but it works. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And at the end of the day, I don't do it because, like, to be honest, I only do any social media just to promote the shop, and that's it. I don't like Facebook. I just don't spend any time on them in any other way other than to promote my page or to put, because that's the only thing they're good for, in my opinion. And so that's basically, it's important now. It's important. I mean, especially when you look at somewhere like TikTok, I've seen so many businesses which are booming just because they've got a following. And to be honest with you, with Whatnot, from what I've seen as well, it's about the following. And you could probably set up and start selling on there. All you have to do is apply to sell, and they'll let you sell on there. But if you've got no one following you, they're not going to promote your auctions, because it's just kind of like Twitch or like anything else. You need to have a following so that Otherwise, you're going to sell your items for nothing because
Yeah.
you know you're not going to have a following, and sometimes people will pay more to buy from a certain seller over another
yeah.
seller. So
You
it's
see it a
just
lot with the bigger named resellers, like the amount that they're getting for certain items. I'm like, that's insane.
you wouldn't, yeah, normally you wouldn't get that.
It's
Exactly.
insane.
Like, for you know, if you kind of took it to its logical conclusion, right? If I was to sell something of mine, and then I don't know, let's say, I don't know, Leonardo DiCaprio had the same exact item and he decided to auction it, people would pay more for the Leonardo,
For Leo's, yeah,
for Leo,
definitely.
even though it's the same product, because it's not about just the product.
It's who owns it, isn't it?
Exactly. So it's kind of like, why do people shop at Harrods when they could buy the same thing from John Lewis? Because John Lewis is John Lewis and Harrods is Harrods.
But it's
know,
like
or-
if you were selling Tom Ford suit, and Daniel Craig was selling his Tom Ford suit that he wore in Bond,
people pay more for
it's
exactly.
going to go for a lot more, isn't it? It's
So,
crazy. The thinking behind it's crazy.
You don't need to understand
put it
TikTok.
side by side. It's exactly the same.
Cola
Exactly
Flipper said, you don't need to understand TikTok. You're not going to go on there and
you
start.
don't need to understand it.
You don't have to go on there and start dancing and shaking your butt. You can do that.
I
but
thought that's what you had to do.
well, that's the thing. Initially, I thought, well, this isn't for me. You know, this is clearly, you know, not. But it is. It really is. And then you start finding other accounts. Like, one of the things that inspired me the most was there's a guy, and he's in Wakefield actually. And he runs an off license. He's just like an off license owner, but he's created this incredible TikTok following to the point where people travel from across the country to his off license. It's just an off license. There's nothing special about it, but people love Wakefield wines, and he does these silly little games where he'll hide like £5 in the drinks cabinet, and people will travel from across the country to play his game. And his account is blown up. It's given so many opportunities for his business.
I have to watch that. I'm only down the road from Wakefield.
Well, it's called Wakey Wines, and I think last time I heard, he was actually looking to sell the business, and he was selling the TikTok account to go with it, because obviously that's a massive value, isn't it? You suddenly got an account with hundreds of thousands of followers, because it obviously sales. Yeah, well, exactly. Wakey Wines, Wakey Wines, but that's the thing. You know what, like, it's all about where you're looking and what you're looking at, isn't it? I mean, you can go onto the internet and you can find anything you want. It all depends on what you're looking at. If you go into TikTok and you just look at, I don't know, like the dancing videos, you will just see more dancing videos, because TikTok will be like, oh, this person likes to watch dancing videos. They show more. If you watch dogs humping other dogs' heads and things, you just, you know. Well, I saw that video. It's really funny. There's this giant dog, and there's like a little dog just humping its head. And then it walks off looking guilty, and then the big dog gets up and looks like, "Why have you stopped?" I was enjoying that. You know? Have
you seen a YouTube channel called Rate My Takeaway?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
He came down here and done the Builder's Kitchen.
He lives around the corner from me.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he lives around the corner from me.
Is he the guy that's is he the big guy that sets up the table outside the restaurants?
Yes.
Oh no, he hasn't.
Oh, then, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
Back on the road again.
He recently lost his partner, didn't he? He done a Christmas song and all that. Yeah, he's really good. I enjoy watching his stuff.
He's
actually.
funny, I actually saw him filming. I was in Leeds once, and before I even knew who he was. Yeah, I was going to this. I think it was. I forgot what it was, like Turkish sandwich that we're having, and this guy rocked up and says, "Can we film?" Blah blah blah. I'm thinking, oh, okay. And I watch it. He filmed his thing, and I didn't get on the video though.
Hi, Mr. Tamia.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. T. How are you doing?
T.
I mean, T-Cakes makes a good point. I mean, there's lots of tools out there. So, for example, when we list on Facebook and Instagram, we don't use Facebook or Instagram. We use the Meta Business app, or whatever it's called.
T, whatever they call it.
Well, it's called like the Meta Business Suite, yeah. Or it used to be called the Facebook Business Suite. And all you do, you can actually just get your posts ready. You can have them ready to be scheduled, and it will post them to Instagram and Facebook.
That's what
when it comes to TikTok, it's a 15-second clip. Literally, and the thing is, it's about the audience. The audiences on those apps are like they're so
Oh, it's huge.
open. And they're open though. They're like they want to. It's really strange, but it's like they want to buy. Like I get more inquiries about when, like I can put up a 15-second video and I will get comments like, "Oh, where's your shop? Where's your website? Can I have a look?" And much more engagement like that than I will get on, and it's like it's it's a form of free advertising. And when you see other businesses that have actually built a lot of success on it, it kind of gives you an opportunity. You've got to have a different edge, haven't you? Otherwise you're just another shop, you're just another seller.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, I think it was Chris Cooking Hayden said that, like, really he doesn't know why I'm not using, like, so getting rid of my film props and bits and pieces. He said, I don't know why you don't use the likes of Instagram for selling, or more for the business, and like you say, TikTok as well. If it,
you could do so much with TikTok, honestly, because I joined TikTok, I think it's about 2 months ago. And for me, I do like what's sold. I'll do like bolo kind of stuff, or I do like lip singing kind of things. Like I still do, like I kind of jump in there.
Well,
on
you
that.
gotta have fun, haven't you?
See, that's what I thought it was all about. I thought it was all about the lip syncing. You want the bomber, you want to deal with the big boys, and all
the
that.
thing is, like, if you incorporate that into your niche, it'll work for you. I mean, I've been able to grow my channel. Like I don't have any like a crazy amount of followers, but within like the last 2 months, I'm at over 1,100 followers, which is great. And like, but I can create something on TikTok and then take it over to Instagram, and then
you can send it across. So
it's different. It works like, so you can do one video and then make it work for you. And cost like $3.
That's what Lee just put. Maybe I'll start sharing single sold items on vids on TikTok with a link to my YouTube while shaking my butt.
There you go. That'll work.
I do YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
I do YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah,
that's as far as I go.
Yeah.
But maybe I need to go over to TikTok.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need to, like. There's plenty of channels that don't do the lip syncing, don't do the dancing or whatever. You don't have to. It's just about, you. Hello.
It's not Saturday. Is it Saturday? Is it Saturday Night Live?
It's Saturday Night Live.
How you doing?
They're not too bad, mate. Living a dream.
Nice.
Sound a bit weird.
My sound's a bit weird, probably.
Yeah, I
you
think it's
sound
weird.
It's a bit low.
You sound like you're
a bit muffled.
Yeah.
It probably is. My internet's probably absolutely ridiculous. So
I don't think it's the internet. I don't know what it is, but okay.
Is it your ear bits or your microphones not on? Sweet corn's a devil's food.
In terms of how many convert, you can look at analytics, and it does show you how many people are finding you. Like things like people, more and more people are searching. It's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna be like masses of conversion or anything, but it doesn't harm to make a 15-second. It's not gonna harm.
So I fixed
me.
it.
Yeah, that's fixed.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Hey, there we go.
It's not going to harm me to make a 15-second video. It's not going to harm me to take 5 seconds to take a photo and to. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not going to do any harm. But it's definitely had an impact. Like I said, the fact that I've had kids actually coming into my shop locally that have seen it. That is got to be worth something, right?
Have you done any TikToks where you've mimed to it though? Have you done any of them ones?
I'm not. I haven't. No, that's what I'm missing. I think that's to take it to.
You're missing the trick.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it. I have to give it a go. Thing is, anything that you can relate or link your business to, I suppose, is going to help you, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I've got a friend.
It's the latest and greatest thing.
I've got a friend that's got a decent-ish following on there, about 30,000 followers.
As you do.
Nice. Yeah, they've got about 30,000 followers, and they can actually see like a literal correlation for when a video on a product goes viral.
Yeah.
The sales on their website for that product, they see that the spike in it. So it's not going to be like 100% successful like anything, but it's about just being out there, isn't it? It's about how many people notice you. Like it's about getting, even if, because the other thing is like, for when we're promoting in the shop, when customers come into the shop and we tell them that, we have a website, they don't care because they want to come to the shop, or they use the website to browse. And then they'll come in and be like, oh yeah, we saw this on your website. Come in to have a look at it, and then they pick it up wherever. So it doesn't always equate to sales. directly on the website, but it can mean that they've used the website to then want to come in, and so either way, it's promotion. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. The
and I
more
would not
streams
have reached
that-
those kids if I wasn't on TikTok, because the kids don't use Facebook and Instagram.
No.
The teenagers with their Christmas
TikTok's
money.
massive. My son's always
Yeah.
putting TikToks up. I've set up. I probably set up a TikTok 6 months ago, and I've never ever put anything up on it because I don't know. I keep
You
thinking
thought you had to sing and
I've
dance.
got to do I've got to do some mad dances, or like why are you not in uniform and you've got to do your little bounce and like you're in different clothes and things like that. And I'm thinking,
if anything, when it comes to TikTok, use the music that is trending, and that'll help your post as well.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like there's one at
that's
the
the-
moment, and I've watched loads of them, and it's literally a long fart sound, and like they're doing this long fart sound, and their partners and that are just even their little kids are like just looking around as if they're disgusted, and that's one of the ones that's going about at the minute. And like I say, that do you want to dance with the big boys or whatever that one's going about? It's like, yeah, it's interesting. I sit there and watch it, and I keep thinking, I'd like to maybe have a little dabble, but I
the
haven't
thing
yet.
is that because it's only 15 seconds, like it's really weird. Like I've never used, because you're right, you should really use like a trending or whatever song as well. But I've never used them. But sometimes you will get a video that will just get like a few thousand views. Like I've had like really a few second clip videos easily rack up a few thousand views. And it's, I don't know what like that's going to mean, but it's got to be better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And
You don't the point is that don't feel like you can only do it if you're gonna dance around. Like if you're not comfortable, you don't have to.
anything to do with a business, it's like it's free advertising, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's how you, if you
And,
think
and
of
there
it
are
like
people
that,
there are people that live stream as well their businesses. I've noticed that there's certain businesses which I think you have to have 1,000 followers. Is it? I
Yes,
think.
you have to have 1,000 followers on there in order to go live.
Yeah, and then you can go live.
right.
And I've seen quite a few businesses setting up like QVC style setups, and they're selling product directly to their viewers on there.
That's
so
cool.
do you know what I mean? There's
Richard saying we want to see a my bestie and your bestie TikTok from you, Rich. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll have to have a look at this.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like TikTok is I've like skipped a generation. Like my daughter's too young at the moment for me to kind of even like work my way through to it. And yeah, I'm having a bit of a battle at the moment between YouTube and Instagram, because I kind of really like Instagram doing videos on it. I do next to no effort. It's fun. It's raw. And YouTube, if you want to grow on YouTube, you're never going to be successful working on your fan base. You become successful by creating videos that more watchers will want to see. So you're like something new. That if you want to become big, by the way, if you want to like stay stagnant, that's fine. You can create a quality. But Instagram seems to be the platform where that's what I want from YouTube, and I don't seem to be getting. Instagram is all about loyalty. People will buy into you and your personality and your traits, because that's what Instagram kind of stories are. It's very personal. Some people use it differently, but yeah, I'm in a dilemma at the moment. Am I on the right platform? Because Instagram seems to be very suited towards me.
I'm the same way with Instagram, because my indie picker account, like I created that, like I don't know, I kind of repurposed an old account and refurbished it this past year, and I've been able to grow slowly, consistently with doing my reels. But my reels are also over on TikTok now, so I'm kind of playing with that balance too. I mean, it does work both ways, but both platforms are completely different from each other, like how they work.
Yeah.
I mean,
the good thing as well, Shay, is you're getting into it and you're doing you're relating your TikTok and everything else to your eBay and your business, which you've only just started up. So actually, you don't know any different. So you're now building your foundations fresh, and you're just going all in, which is good.
I mean, James, you could just do YouTube Shorts. A lot of people are saying you can
potentially, but
you should. It shouldn't be either or. You should be just doing both.
I don't know.
You've got to do live streams, videos, and shorts.
But
short scroll channels apparently. That's what I've heard. I don't know.
Yeah, but if my personal opinion is like, and this is just my opinion. It's not to say anything about anything, but I'm very outspoken, as you all know. You're not even outspoken. People, you know what, James? I'm gonna call you out on this, right? You know, people always say, oh, I might say something to offend. They're the softest people. You can't preempt your own offensiveness, right? If you're offensive, you're naturally going to be offensive. People that say, oh, I might say something, ruffle a few feathers. They don't ruffle shit, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Just want to put that. Okay,
that's a pet peeve.
In all fairness, this isn't my channel. This is Rich's channel, so therefore I have to be respectful to his audience. So therefore, that's where that etiquette comes from. It's, if I come around your house and I don't I trash up your house and I don't clean it up, that's called being a dick. Therefore, all I'm doing is I'm just saying I'm going to say something that might upset people. So just be careful. So that's why I'm saying that, Z, and I'm calling you out how to say that.
You're not going to offend anybody. You're not going to offend. You know what? You can offend someone if you try, James. Right? Even if you try, you're just too nice.
There you go, Z.
Well, there you go. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is now. So there we go.
Come on, tell us now. Tell us.
You gotta tell us now.
The moment's gone. It was there.
Gone.
Well, I'm trying to get a following on over on Twitch, simply because I'm scared about losing my channel on YouTube.
You need to talk to Z because he's a famous streamer on Twitch.
Yeah. Why would you lose your YouTube?
Because of copyright.
Oh, what if you do it at the same time?
Look at that dinosaur channel from Mattel. Just wiped him out.
No, but didn't that come back?
It's come back, yeah, but it just scares me that you can get 3 strikes and that's it, and it's your life. If it's your livelihood, which is not really my livelihood at the moment, but it could be in the future, that it could just go like that, and it just scares me. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So I want to do things on Twitch as well. So if something does happen on YouTube,
Twitch is some severe hardcore stuff though. Twitch is like, if you want to do Twitch, you've got to be like. That is one platform that is like demanding though.
I've only got 28 people on Twitch, so I've got a way to go.
Watching you live, that's amazing. If that's what it is, 28 live viewers. That's already a massive advantage over most people. Most people are on there with 1-2 viewers. I know. Wow. Speak from experience.
and Z's a pro streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not really, but you know what I mean. Like that's actually good. If you're getting 28 odd people watching you on Twitch, that's going to push you, push you up. But I mean, I suppose you got to spread your kind of options. But Twitch
I think on Twitch or YouTube or anything, I noticed the difference when I was gaming compared to. You've got to kind of have that green screen element. You've got to be there. People buying, not always, by the way, but I noticed that when I did it with a green screen behind me. My watch counter was on YouTube, and Twitch went well up because I was playing like World of Warcraft and games like that. And when I was playing it and it was just me normally, I was maybe getting 1 or 2 viewers. Yeah. Because there wasn't, especially when I was a new channel, they hadn't bought into that product. So I was just someone playing the game, which they could obviously choose from. But I think it's amazing like what you can do. But as I was saying, for me, the reason why I'm liking Instagram is that I'm wanting this year is my first year of doing eBay full time, and I've already made a sale on Instagram where I haven't made any sales whatsoever on YouTube. And Instagram, I'm almost kind of wanting to use that as a selling platform, like you say about TikTok as an example. But I just don't know TikTok that well, where I have dabbled in Instagram for quite a number of years because of cosplay. So I've done Comic-Cons, I've linked up with people. Because like when I used to do London Comic-Con, I'd go straight on Instagram like the day after and I'd type in LFCC, which is London Film and Comic-Con. And then I'd find people who took my photos, I'd link up with them, I'd message them, and that's how I'd network. And I've met amazing people because of that.
I was saying earlier, that's probably the one, the 2013 London Film and Comic Con is where we both were at.
Yeah. And it's like, to me, I love that element of Instagram that I could find people, I could network with them, I could message them, and I've made amazing friends because of that. And I'm sure TikTok is amazing. And I do want to get onto TikTok, by the way. I'm just I want to kind of get one platform at least, okay,
It would
rather
suit
than
you,
having.
honestly. But James, it would suit you, honestly.
You just
TikTok
got to
would definitely
you
suit
just got to perfect your
Yeah.
funny dances and get your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, you got
right.
to get that lip syncing going.
No,
No.
I think if you're creating something over on Instagram, you can transfer that over to TikTok
Yeah.
easily. I think it's the same kind of thing. I don't think you have to think too much into it.
I think it's just the difference is just the audience. That's all it is. Like Instagram and Instagram stories and TikTok is like, what's the difference really in terms of processes? There's nothing. Surely it's like they all do the same thing. Instagram stories, you can scroll through that and think you're on TikTok. It's the same thing, except there's a lot more shuffling videos. You know, they do the dance shuffles. There's a lot more of those I've noticed on Instagram. But it's the same thing. It's so you should definitely do. I think those definitely should try to do both. YouTube, it depends really. I mean, I think you can obviously sell through YouTube 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. You can sell on YouTube. Plenty of people sell through their YouTube channel. You might not even know you're getting sales on YouTube from, you know, there's been times where people have bought and, you know, I like after the fact, I found out that it's, you know, someone.
I think that's where Nick and Andrea do well through selling through their YouTube. I think they do really well because a lot of their subscribers.
Lots of people do. I mean, you know, we've had sales. I mean, it's not. I mean, the thing is with YouTube, it's not as direct. I think I get what you're saying that with Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, it's a lot more direct because because your content is either like a static image or it's a short 15-second clip. It's a lot more direct and there's no offense. Whereas I think with YouTube, it's a really tricky thing because obviously you're putting out these longer videos and people are buying into you. And then the last thing they want to feel is that you've suddenly like turned your intentions from just providing content for the sake of it to suddenly selling. And I think that
sales.
But I think that, yeah. And
my wife was saying when I do Instagram, she was saying that, she was saying she much prefers my content because she kind of watches both really to a degree and sees the repercussions of what I do. She says, I prefer you doing Instagram because she says people are not necessarily going to sit through your 20-minute video and then they're engaged because they're watching you and Holly or whatever you're doing or climbing up a hill, whatever it be. And then right at the end of it, you go, oh, by the way, we picked up these and would anyone be interested? Like they've not watched that video to then go and buy something, where on Instagram, if I'm going, right, guys, I've got to pick up, because some people do like their live pickups and say, look, I've just been to the charity shops or wherever it be. And then at the end of it, you could go, if anyone likes anything, as you know, I've not listed it on eBay at the moment, message me, let's get it going. And what I love about the power of Instagram, and I'm sure TikTok's the same, and as I've not been on it, so I can't comment, but people will message me instantly as when I do a video, when I do stuff, and I can catch that moment there. It's a bit like in Z's shop. If I'm going to go and see Z in his shop and then customers come in, I'll step away because Z needs to strike while the iron's hot. He's got a customer in his store, needs to sell the item because they're not just going to wait around 10 minutes. And it's the same on Instagram. Someone's seen something, they've messaged me with the intention of something. It might be just asking how I am, you know, or you're just calling me a douchebag. I kind of get that a lot. But whatever it be, they want to deal with it there and then. And that's the world. And that's the world that we live in now. We live in a fast food society. We want it here and now. And I can message them and go, right, let's do this here. Let's do this now. And that's what I want to grow on Instagram because I really like that.
I think that point you've made is really strong because especially something you notice on TikTok is like obviously the way that all these algorithms etc. work is the more it's a rule of retention, isn't it? Now it's a hell of a lot easier to retain someone's attention for 15 seconds or for the majority of 15 seconds than it is for 10 minutes or even 5 minutes. So if you can retain someone's attention for like 10 seconds out of a 15-second clip, TikTok will be like, that's good enough. I don't know what the percentages are, but I think you just have to retain some. So even if going up to a minute-long clip, you're upping your risk in losing people's attention, even just for 1 minute. So I think that's the thing with these like Instagram and TikTok is the task is easier because you only have to hold someone's attention just long enough. So for example, like you said, James, if you've picked something cool up, you could literally make a video going, "Hey guys, I've just found this. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you want it, let me know." That's the video. There's no time for someone to lose attention in that.
There's no
the video's only a few
welcome
seconds.
back.
Yeah.
There's no fluffer. There's no welcome back. This is it's all gone. It's like all the shit's gone. It's just bang. This is what I've got. Do you want to buy it? And if you don't, fucking that's fine. Let's move on.
That's it.
But that's what I like about it, because I'm, as I said, I haven't run the business. I've left my full-time job, so now I'm learning, and I also want to go to the gym. I also want to spend family time. So for me, I enjoyed the YouTube creating videos and content, but I don't get the reward as I do from Instagram. For Instagram, I can film all day, and then on the night I'll go down and I'll sit with my wife, or have a drink together, and I'll say, "Oh, do you want to watch my stories today?" And she's more interested in that than I've ever been on any of my stuff I've done on YouTube. But I've spent hours on YouTube, like hours, and I'm like, "Oh, it's my beautiful baby. I love this."
She only watches the Saturday Night Lives for me.
Well, I hate to break the news to you, Richard. She doesn't watch Saturday Night Lives, but she's always coming in the room to say hello when you're on a FaceTime. You know that. You were chatting to us all the other day.
I was, yeah.
She leaves me out all day, and like she just ignores me, and then she goes, "Oh, is Richard there? Hi, Richard." Like,
and your daughter.
Yeah. And Holly's more interested in you. Like, honestly, I don't. It's just we're trying to negotiate. This is how good of parents me and my wife are. We're saying, "Oh, Richard, if you just watch Holly, we can just go out all day." So
exactly, I'll babysit
over FaceTime.
I'll babysit over FaceTime. No,
that's the future. It's the future. Any problems, just give us a call. But no, that's where I'm about to say. And as I said, I'm nothing big. I'm a very small channel, but at least I'm kind of, I'm following my own path, and I'm trying to go my own way at the end of the day.
You're doing what you think is right for you, and that's what you've got to do, and what you're doing at the moment is, like you say, you've only just sort of quit your job a little while ago, and now this is your full-time job, so anything that's going to help your business is what you're interested in. You do the Saturday Night Live with me, obviously, that we enjoy doing it, and that's
an outreach.
We're not making money from doing that. We do it to enjoy it, and we do it for
I love it.
the guys that come in and watch, but like you say, you'd rather concentrate more on Instagram, because that's business to you.
Yeah.
So
I think half of the thing is, like, things have changed over the past 5 years a lot. Whereas before, you could work for yourself, and that would obviously be 100% what you should be doing. That's it. That's where all your focus should be. And making YouTube videos was just like a little hobby type thing on the side, right? Or social media. But now I think, like, if I was to start now, I would honestly place social media, especially now, like with the shop especially. I place social media now, and it's really hard, because it's hard to do it, because it doesn't come naturally to feel like this. But I feel it is as important as the stock we have on our shelves, because you know what, it's as important, because we could find the coolest. It's kind of like the whole thing, like if no one knows you're there, I could fill my shop with the best collectibles on the planet, but if no one knows that we're there, I may as well just put like a dried turd in the middle and call it a day, and I'd be equally as successful, wouldn't I? Because no one knows that you're there. And I think, like, it's the same thing. Forget whether you've got physical store, online store, it doesn't matter. The point is that there's obviously a lot of competition now. In a lot of what we're doing, a lot of people are doing the same thing. Everyone has their own spin on it, but essentially it's the same thing. We're finding stuff and we're selling. Yeah, it's the same thing. So your only way now to get any kind of competitive edge is to have some kind of a profile where you can build and grow. And I think it's good that you're kind of seeing it like that. And I think it's important. It's no longer where it's like, oh, I put the business comes first and that's it. I think it's part of the business now.
Yeah.
It's very much part of the business now, because with me being I'm a newer reseller, so I've come to realize, like, you have to use social media to your advantage when it comes to advertising. And so I repurposed my Instagram. I hopped on TikTok. I'm trying to figure out YouTube. I use the YouTube Shorts, and I do live. So I was doing long form videos before I actually, like, got onto, like, social media and, like, really doing it. And then it kind of fizzled out, and because I wasn't getting the traction I was wanting to get. So it kind of died out, but now I'm kind of like, okay, I need to rethink this a little bit. I need to rethink, because if I want YouTube to be something and me get something out of it, I have to go back to long form and not just do lives and shorts.
That's a really good point, because it's like, it's actually all it is advertising. Now, before, a few years ago, when you had no other choice but to go to eBay if you wanted to buy something, right?
Yeah.
So that was it. Now you've got all these, they call them disruptors, don't they? Like disrupting, like companies that come in and disrupt, like Uber have disrupted the cab industry, and Airbnb have disrupted the hotel industry. In the same way, eBay has been disrupted. It's no longer like there's all these different platforms, and bigger than that now. Like people are happy to buy directly from an Instagram account, like you said, or a TikTok account directly, or a YouTube account, and it's actually more powerful, because you're going to get better prices for your things. You're not going to be paying any fees, and the growth is like a tailored audience. Like, it's great that you've got it's great that you've got eBay's entire traffic for your products, but not all of those customers are your customers. Like, why is it fun to go to a toy fair? Because you're going to a toy fair where there's going to be other people that are interested in buying toys there. eBay is almost so outdated, in the sense it's like being in an old shopping mall, isn't it? Where you're going to have a lot of traffic, but if most of those people are just there to buy curtains, and you've got a chocolate shop, but everyone wants to buy curtains that day for whatever, whereas
doesn't matter about the traffic
on your platforms, your audience is your audience for a reason. And you're
exactly right, mate. And that's exactly why these other websites, it's very important you understand what are their top selling items on there. Why are they selling? What's this? And it's also like eBay as well. Like, you can sell everything and anything, but there are certain items that really do sell well on eBay. And, and that's changed. The format of eBay has changed so much, as Z said, because these disruptors, brilliant wordage, because it gets straight to the point, and it's just like these other independent businesses which are competing against the market. It sounds like I'm that guy just before you try and click the video. Whoa, wait! Selling physical products on Amazon is not the quickest way in 2022. I'm now going to tell you a platform. Fuck off, mate. But the reality is, as you said there, it's using everything. I'm not sold on this. Fuck it, with the other YouTubers, but I'm not sold on this. I'm going to use one app to cross list, because I've seen the repercussions of that there at eBay, especially. Why do you think? I'm just going to say it now. Why the fucking hell do you think eBay's putting all these other categories in there? It's to screw all these apps up, because if you're going to go and fill out your information on eBay, you want your items good, you need to put as much information on there possible for that to rank high. So personally, if you want to sell on these platforms, dedicate a certain amount of time and certain items that you want to sell, and do your listings properly and make them unique to that. Like Etsy, for me, when I go on there and I look at Etsy products, the biggest sellers are people that use backgrounds like their home and show what it would look like whilst it's being used. If you're selling a table, put a plant on it, show it what it would physically look like. eBay is a bit more like old school. Show me the empty desk, I want to buy it, because I'll choose what I want on it. But you're selling like the usability on Etsy. It's like an experience. So you almost have to kind of take different photos of items to suit that platform if you want to do well. And that's what makes me laugh when people go, oh, it's not going well at the moment, because you're using the same photo on 56 different sites. What do you expect? Because different sites have different experiences and different customers, and you have to cater to the customer's experience. And Z's just hit it bang on the net. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million customers coming through and you're selling chocolate. If the curtains, they're going to pass your shop. They ain't going to be coming to buy your chocolates. So go and sell it on a chocolate website, or package your items to suit the people that want to buy the chocolates. Maybe you want to sell it for Valentine's Day, so put it in a pink love heart or whatever. But cater it and make it different, stand out. And Brum Reseller's been saying it this year on his videos, but a lot of people haven't been picking up it. This is the year of the bundle. A lot of people are doing well on eBay if you're selling big bundles of things. If you've got toys, why are you not creating a listing that's your own way? Like Action Men are a good example. Why sell one when you can sell 5 Action Men with a vehicle and weapons, and then that's a whole experience for your kids? Well, why wouldn't I pay 50 quid for that? And then that's my kids sorted for a month.
I bundle all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you'll do well because it stands out. It's not just one piece, you know. It's about doing the best you can. And eBay is dead.
Look at other people that are successful in what you're doing. So, for example, I'm following quite a few people that we aspire. Everyone wants chocolate. You aspire to. So, for example, here in the UK, there's a shop called like Leicester Vintage Toy Shop, right? Now, those guys have been going for a while. They're good at what they do, but what's good about what they do is they have built a little community. Now, they've got their own little Facebook page, and I kid you not, like they obviously buy really in demand stuff, but they're not slave to having to sell it on eBay, for example, and have all the worry that comes with selling high-end collectibles. They can literally put up when they announce that they're going to be doing a sale, you can see people breaking out in cold sweats, because the only way to get an item is as soon as they list it on their Facebook page, you have to put claim. And honestly, they just put stuff up, and most of the stuff they just sell like that, like that, no hassle, literally. And because people know where to go to, they know them, they trust them. They're an established physical shop, but they're a small independent shop in Leicestershire, I think they're in.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at is that aspect of what they're doing, because as soon as they announce that they've got a sale of products, their customers are there, and they're waiting to buy. They're literally, it's like having their own toy fair anytime they want online. And then also I look at there's channels on YouTube. There's a channel called Double Jump Video Games. They're a video game shop over in America. Now, look, again, there's so many video game shops out there, but why are these guys doing well? Because again, they went through like the daily vlog routine, and their viewers are hooked on trade-ins. So every day when they get trade-ins, they share what trade-ins they're getting, and they've got a massive audience. And again, got their website, and their viewers on YouTube are eager to see what's been traded in, and then they go into their website and they buy the stuff. So it's like a whole ecosystem around their business. And I think that's so
Horizon Picks.
I love seeing people like that, where they've built that into their business. It's not just I've bought something and I'm going to list it and sell it.
Yes, Chris, we're still going. I'm taking a leaf out of your book.
What, we're doing 10 hours?
Yeah. Doing a 24-hour stint.
So we'll do an afternoon show, an evening show, a warm-up show, a rehearsal show, an after-party show.
I'm up for that.
And we'll do our second channel,
in an after-party party,
which would be how to film an after-party show of the show.
Tell you what I've started doing on my live streams is raids. I've been raiding other live streams. It's been real fun.
Well, Mr. Beast used to do that.
YouTube, can you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that on YouTube.
Mr. Beast does that, didn't he? He used to go when he was trying to get money towards people's lives. He'd be like, "Guys, let's all jump into this live." And then this one person who's got 3 views had like 1,000 views, and then everyone went, "Hey!" Got a load of money, and then he jumped into the next channel. That would be pretty cool.
That's what I've started doing.
Oh,
we should do that on Saturday Night Live. We should go.
I've never even heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Yeah. Is there a button for YouTube? Because I know on Twitch you can.
No. Well, there's some kind of code you can put in, but I just
tell
share
people
it and then just
okay.
Just put the link in the chat.
It's all about dunking.
Everybody jumps over there and says hello. It's really good.
Cool. Sounds cool. I've never been into it. I've never even heard of it.
Right, I did it last night. I did it Sunday night. I was live streaming the Super Bowl. I was live streaming the Super Bowl on Sunday night, and
I saw that, didn't it?
Yeah, I decided to jump over to other people's channels who were live at the time.
Oh wow! Yeah, that sounds good. I dare you right now to do a 24-hour. No, I'd get in trouble. I'd get killed. I'll do one day. I might do it for 2K. 2K, I'll do it. I'll do a 24-hour.
9 hours is my longest.
I think I've managed to do a 12-hour stream before.
Oh God, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know
I was just playing. I was just playing games though. I was just playing games. Yeah.
I could definitely do like a game like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
or
I was just
something,
playing.
like
I was just
7.
playing. I was just playing all day. I was in
I
one of
could
those
do
modes.
that.
I got up and and Beck was bringing me like chicken burgers and stuff. So I just sat here and played games all day. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I went
I do
to
the toy auctions. Sometimes they can go on all day, so I think 8 hours is my limit.
I think this is probably coming up
Gaming
to sort
Z.
of maximum what's the maximum we've ever done on a Saturday Night Live? It's probably 3 hours, isn't it?
I think we're 3.5 was the late night that we did with Dave and John, because you were wrapping it up about 2 hours or 2.5, like a bit and an hour, and then I came on, and then I went let's go. And then it went on,
and then
it was
like
1 o'clock at night.
Even after the live finished, we still sat there talking to each other for about
2 hours.
Hour or 2.
And then Brum was fuming because he got late. Because he didn't make it, did he? He didn't make it to his boot sale. That was so funny.
No, he was that knackered. But actually, if I hadn't finished up when I finished it up, even afterwards, John would have kept going. He would have quite happily.
John's a legend.
He was ready for it. So and then he never got up for his boot sale the next day.
But John's built like no other human. Like there is no other person who can do a live stream / have a headset on, then whilst operating a full taxi business and then doing eBay sales. Like he's a warrior. And literally, by the way, if like. And if he ignores you, it's because you're a douchebag, by the way. But if you message John on Insta, he'll get back to you in 5 minutes as well. I don't even know how he does this. Like, the man's a warrior. I message him funny stuff all the time, and he's just straight on it. I'm like, mate, how are you juggling Red Brick, your full-time record shop, whilst packaging, and then a taxi business? Like, the man is a legend. Like, I am in awe.
Lane is the queen of long live shows. She does some long live shows.
I mean, usually on average, mine are 3 hours.
Sammy were there helping us out.
That's 3 hours is a healthy amount.
3 hours is awesome. If you can, especially like as you say, you're enjoying it, and you like gaming is the only thing I could do in long stints.
Yeah, same here.
Because I just went to Scotland and my mate's got Diablo on his Xbox One. I haven't played it for ages, but they've redone it all to like 4K and 6K or whatever. I was playing that. I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And the girls are like, oh no, we're going out for a meal tonight. And I'm like, mate, can we just like not go out tonight? It was a good night. Because if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll see the bar after we went to the restaurant. It was like all vintage games, like retro games, like Street Fighter, Crazy Taxi, pinball machines, Tekken Tag was in there, and it was like we're just playing all. It was just amazing just to play like all these old. Well, I say old school games. They're not that old school compared to like some games, but yeah, no, it was. I just wish Lancaster had something like that. Whereabouts you've got the bar.
It did look cool. That did look cool.
It was quality, mate. It was in Glasgow. Obviously, Glasgow would have that. And then the place we went to was was it? I'm trying to think. Turkish. It was a Turkish restaurant. Oh my Lord. Turkish restaurants, they know how to cook food. Like it was just meat on a plate. It was like, there's a lot of meat. Just enjoy life. And we were just like, it's the best food ever.
Mediterranean food.
Yeah, we had a nice Turkish down here, and I kept saying to my wife, "We'll go one day. Yeah, we'll go one day." And we kept saying we'll go one day, and then by the time we were ready to go, it shut down at 12. But
Z, I can't wait for the boot sale season, mate. I cannot wait for it to start again.
Yeah, me too. I'm missing it. I'm kind of in two minds as to how I want to approach it, though. Part of me is thinking go strictly niched in mind, so just go hardcore for the RC cars and the toys and stuff. Or should I just still buy like the electronics and stuff? Because the thing is, I don't know.
You went there that chill day. I always remember you doing this, and you picked up all the was it Sonos? I want to say Sonos.
I did really well.
Now, if you weren't looking out, or maybe do your RC stuff, but if you see high end like your Sonos and that, then you get it. Because the issue is, even if he offered that price to me, I'll be frank with you, didn't have the budget for that, because you're good at smelling the quality, like you find the quality. And that was also, you said that was like, it was like 10 o'clock or whenever it was 10:30, you're walking the dog, you were chilling out, and then you went and got a banging sale. So I would say focus maybe initially on your niche, but don't ever write that off, because you've got a brilliant.
Mr. Tamiya, you're like this. last season at the car boot for a 10. I couldn't believe it was for a tenner. Hello. Oh, bless.
Hello, Holly Bobs.
Everyone's saying hello. You gonna put your earphone in?
Oh, bless.
Put your earphone
Yeah, you missed the Tamio like this. For
no.
last season, was it for a tenner? I got an old school
Richard.
original. Was it? Is one of the rally cars.
Richard's making trumpet sounds. Sounds like your mum, doesn't it?
What even was it? Can't remember.
Hello, Holly Bobs.
Saying hello. This is funny, isn't it?
Ah,
It's Richard the
He's a
Cheeky
cutie.
Monkey.
he's a cutie. Cheeky monkey.
Have you been to the climber mall today?
Nope.
No?
No.
What did you do?
I got the original Audi. That's what it was. The original Tamiya Audi, like from
Nice.
1980 something.
Wow.
And I sold it for like 300 quid.
Wow.
It was, I can't remember. It's I need to find it now. It was this really
And he's
bulky
going to
thing.
write over 20 quid.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest. I'm kind of just
Well, I just obviously look for toys when I go to a car boot, but
Yeah.
if I do look at all the stalls, and if I do see something that I know is worth money, obviously pick it up.
Yeah.
yeah. See, I always get in two minds because I'm like, being general is going to be, but you can easily fill up your space really quickly with that.
Yeah.
You know, toys are
Yeah,
so
I want to
small.
go. I want to go for bigger things with you've got to pay out a bit more on, but like obviously the end game's bigger. It's a bigger profit. So that's what I
See,
want.
that
I've got
bag-
too
That
Too
bag of
many
toys,
small-
by the way, that
bag?
you picked up with all the Generation 1 Transformers, that was probably one of the best pickups I saw that Malado did on his stall. And like he pulled out who was it? Oh, not Optimus Prime, Megatron, like Megatron in gun form, and like he was just pulling out all the, and all it was just in this leather bag, like a handbag or whatever. And this guy was, the story goes is that it was a buyer in front, and this guy was like, "Oh no, we do 40, we do 30," and then he just chucked 50 quid to the guy and went, "There's 50 quid," and then just took it straight out of the guy's hands.
Mm,
But it reminds
Yeah.
me of George Ross when he did the bin scenario. He was and ahhing over 35 quid or whatever.
Yeah.
Just give him the money and move on. Like, if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
profit, get it. And that's one thing you've got to be aware of is that next time when we go to the boot sales, there is going to be more resellers. That's why eBay is a lot slower at the moment. There is more people doing this as a platform as well. There's a lot more
Yeah.
people that have done it from lockdown. I am one of them.
I'm not sure if it is just that though, James. Honestly, I think there's something up with it because I know it sounds weird, but like I was speaking to my mate Steve who lives locally, and he sells very different stuff to what I'm selling. But we both were in the situation where this month's figures are saying we're almost 50% up on last month's because last
Right.
month was so bad. Yeah, but that's not good. That's because last month was
Yeah.
so trash. Like we're still below normal, and it was 50%. But it was almost identical, like status wise.
Wow.
And we're doing
Yeah,
completely
I
different,
find
and we're selling completely
that
different
weird
things.
about eBay.
Because and there's definitely something dodgy. Because like last few days,
There is-
it's dead
there is
every
some of
the whole day, and then right at the evening, about 6 o'clock, a couple of sales come through, and then that's it.
There is definitely something that's dodgy about eBay because how is it that you constantly will sell 2 free, 2 free, 2 free, 2 free? Why can't you just sell 20 items one day?
Yeah.
There is a weird thing going on.
There
It's
is
like they open
something,
your
yeah.
shop and they go, right, you've had your money today. Now we'll move on to the next person.
Pretty much. Well, I think in a way that makes sense, though, doesn't it? Kind of like just like if you're delivering for like Uber Eats or whatever, they're not going to give all the jobs to one driver, are they? They're going to filter out the jobs
No.
because there's so many people signing up for those delivery services. Like there's so many people signing up for them. They're not going to just. They're going to share out the jobs to keep drivers at least happy or hanging on, because if it was just a case of, I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, it's
No,
good.
but
I
you're
mean,
right. No, but but using
yeah.
Uber drivers is a good logical thing, as you
Yeah.
said. There's 10 in town. If they didn't feed them or give them money, they would
They'd-
lose the
they'd lose them,
drivers.
yeah.
Because
So they're
obviously
rather
when
than-
it's
yeah.
when it's peak season, like summer as an example, or the football's on, they've got enough drivers that they've kept happy throughout the year. Now it's peak season. They're really going to make their money. It's the same for eBay. They want to keep all these stores happy because then when Q4 hits, they've got all these brilliant stores and eBay's going to smash it. Because
that's the thing, though, because I was speaking to Steve, and like he sells. It would be as if I imagined both our businesses as one business, and I had a toy shop eBay store, and then I had like the stuff that Steve sells type vintage store. It would be having two separate businesses. How can two separate businesses be affected in such an identical way?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird. And that's not the only person I know that's literally this month the stats are saying you're like 50% up, but not because it's 50% up. It's just last month was so dire that you're still below what you'd normally take in a 30-day period, but it's 50% up.
Yeah.
Maybe the hack, Z. Maybe the hack. Then, if that's the case, maybe the hack. And this stays between just us lot. Okay. So when I tell you this hack, okay? How about Z? How about you create two eBay accounts? One of them you just sell the toys, the other one you sell your electronics. And if they're both going to perform at the same amount of money with the same amount of sales, you're gonna see a massive difference compared to having all of them items on one store altogether. Wow. And maybe that's how we attack eBay, by not just having one sell business account, have two, because then that way, if they're only giving us X amount each day, it doesn't matter how many items are on our store, and you're then going to be cheating the system. But I never said that.
But the thing is, that's interesting. But I almost think that it's IP address related, because there was a point where we had an account where I had an account where we were doing all the radio control type stuff. And then we had an account, Rebecca had an account, and we had all the other general stuff on there. And again, there would be days where both my store and her store would be doing well. And again, there'll be days where my store and her store would do badly. I almost think if there is some kind of throttling, I bet it's like on an IP address.
It's in
level.
eBay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't think you can just hack it. I think that there's got to be, hasn't there? They've got to share. Like you said though, JR, they've got to source this. They've got to share it out. Just like
Chris just said the same thing.
Yeah.
Defo reviews the problems align with eBay, not necessarily the listings.
Yeah, I think so.
It seems weird that everyone's having it really bad, and then all of a sudden it'll pick up a little bit, and everyone's eBay picks up a little bit, and then all of a sudden it dies off again. It's just really weird. The longest live stream was 281 hours, 56 minutes, and 9 seconds. Wow. Well, we're going to go for 300 hours then. That's it.
You're under that again.
Yeah,
that was the Truman Show. Then he got out. Poor lad.
Oh dear. I think the eBay rotation is true for common stuff, but sell stuff that's not so common, and your stuff always shows.
I think so. I think that's right, and I also think that if you've got repeat customers, you're not going to be affected. Because I think, like, for example, I reckon that you're not going to be affected if you're creating your own traffic source. I think the problem is we're all relying on the traffic that eBay is providing us. However, if, for example, you've got a social media presence and you can direct your own traffic, you're not then going to have that effect. No. Or if you've have an established store, for example, where you've got customers that trust you and you've got a big amount of repeat customers, again, you're not going to be affected by eBay's traffic, because those customers are coming to you and will find you and will have you in their saved sellers or whatever, and they will shop your store. Whereas if you're relying on the traffic that eBay provides you, i.e. just in search, best match, I think that's where you suffer. So I think that there's yet another reason, in my opinion, that you've got to have you've either got to have that those loyal customers, repeat customers, business, or you've got to have some kind of presence which
a way of driving customers
to your listings.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Nick earlier. Nick obviously, when he shows people his pickups and that, it's an ideal way, because and he always says at the end, we haven't listed it yet, so if you see something you like, get in touch with us. That's ideal. I've never ever done it. I've never ever thought of it. It's ideal.
But that comes back to what I was saying about the reason why I've now in a battle between my
Instagram.
platforms, because Instagram allows me to do that. And I've only done it once on Instagram, and it was 100% success rate. Now it's not always going to happen like that, but when I do go to the boot sales, that's when, if I was going to buy something, that's when you come back with childhood things that are a bit different. And I never get attached to anything. I tend not to, but I don't really get attached to an item. Like the Patagonia coat I sold for 130. Technically, it could have gone for 180, 170, but I paid £1. So I don't look at it as a Patagonia coat. I look at it as a £1 investment, and I've gone, right, that pound's now 130, and it's taken me 2 weeks to move it. Thank you very much. Move on to the next item.
We're looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm happy I don't have that attachment, by the way, because otherwise I'd be like,
you'd be like me. You'd have a house full of stuff.
Yeah.
Chris is saying he thinks all the platforms with all the problems with eBay and low sales lately will drive some of the casual or new resellers to quit early. I think, because they're not going to be seeing what they want to see from it.
I think that will. And I also think the fact is that now eBay don't use PayPal is going to get rid of a lot of casual people, because it's now, if you're a business, you have to do your books and log it. And I think there's been a lot of people for a lot of years that have not really been doing it kosher per se. I'm really happy that I paid the tax man, and I feel like I wasn't happy paying him, by the way. I didn't enjoy that. But
that's not the fun part. No.
but I did feel some kind of
you can sleep at night, can't you?
Yeah, I felt proud of myself going.
Well, it's nice.
You know
it's
what?
nice for you. It's the first time you paid the tax man rather than your employer paying the tax man for you.
Well, 100%. I was just like, you know what? I've done it above board, and because
it's like you got your big boy pants on.
Exactly, yeah. Well, because I can't read and write that well, I pay for my accountants a bit more than what a normal person would, because they do a bit more. And I told them what my expectations were. Yeah. And when they did my books for me, when I paid them, I was like, that's what I pay them for. Like I'm not there every month, like people who are sensible doing their accountments of the books. I let them do all that in the background for me. They get my bank stuff, they get my eBay logs, they do all that for me. And that just works well. And obviously all my receipts and that I'll take photos of, and I'll do what I can to uptake it. But yeah, as you said, it's that peace of mind. It's knowing that I'm not going to get a silly knock on the door. And being sensible, but I didn't enjoy paying them. I didn't enjoy that part. No.
It's not the nice bit, is it?
It's not. Nice bit. But prior to that on eBay, I never went over £1,000, but I could see how people could have probably done that, and now because of managed payment, I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think eBay maybe almost tell the tax man what this person's making now. I think it's a lot more accessible. Because they ask for more information, don't they? Did they ask you your passport details or something like that to get onto that? Did anyone else have to give them more details? I swear I had to give them
I think you have to prove
national insurance. I think I had to give them a national insurance number. I think that's what it was. I had to physically give them a national insurance number. Yeah. Now, why would eBay be after that, and why would it be selling that? So somewhere there's a communication in about, or maybe they don't send it, but if the taxman asks, they can ascertain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange old thing. It's how things adapt and change. I mean, years ago, eBay, like I remember eBay when in 2003, when there wasn't, you didn't get all these awkward buyers that just wanted to buy something to put a snidey comment or give you a negative. You used to be able to give negatives and neutrals to the buyers back then as well. That's when I was using eBay, when you could also leave a buyer a negative. So, and over the years, over 2003, I think I started using it. So nearly 20 years, it's like a lot's changed on eBay, but it's still the same old eBay.
By the way, they're advertising a lot to me on TikTok as well. When I first log in, they
eBay,
advertise
and the TV adverts as well.
Yeah, the TV advert, they've got a banging catchy theme on it.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and every time I hear it on the radio, and I'm like, brilliant.
They're so desperate, aren't they? They're desperate at the moment to kind of bring things back a bit. I think I think especially on the clothing side of things, because people have got so many different platforms to now sell on. For
that's the thing. Like, you see your Depop adverts come up, you see your eBay adverts come up. Now it's Vinted. The advert you see all the time now is Vinted. which I'm looking into at the minute. I'm going to look into Vinted. Depop, I think, is like a young person's thing. I think I'm too old for Depop, but
I feel like I've got to give it a go now. Now we've mentioned it, and also
What,
because
Depop?
If you're going to
don't Depop,
Vinted. Vinted.
No, not Vinted. I'm
Vin-
on about a completely different thing altogether. Now I'm on about that Instagram, TikTok. That's it. Because I think that's young person, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a go, and I think you've all reassured me. It said if I'm doing it on Instagram, it's easy transferable, so I may as well just give it a go. And then technically, if I get one person on that, even if you don't know if they're going to be on both platforms anyway, so it's going to grow.
I think TikTok
Shay was about to say something about what was it?
Depop.
I was gonna say, but if you're going on Depop to sell clothes, be prepared to kind of model your clothes because that's a huge selling point on there.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. So no one wants to see that.
No, but you were right though. And this comes back to what I was saying about these cross-listing apps and then the photos. Each platform has a different style, and you are right. I think that and is it Vinted? Yeah, Vinted. I noticed a lot of girls were wearing when I went on the clothes. I went just because I wanted to see what the photos look like. A lot of them were people. They're actually like they're almost like glamour models. Like like when I used to wear a t-shirt on eBay to sell it. God, I was like this. like no effort whatsoever. I was like, this is my top. Now it's like it's like the lighting. You can see the backdrop.
Yeah, blue steel.
Oh, it's like what?
Steel, that's it.
As you do. But I was like, fair play. Like it's pretty cool that almost like their own fashion models to a degree. To kind of do it. So me and you, Rich, would be laughing.
Yeah.
We'd be laughing. We could do Giacomo together. just so anyone who's in on the joke, Giacomo do plus sizes in the UK. They're very large men. Come on, Giacomo.
Definitely. Oh dear, my wife bought me a new top for Valentine's Day. She said, "I've got you a medium," so I put it on. I went, "No, you best take it back and get me a large." She said, "I remember when I used to buy." She said, "I remember when I used to buy you small to medium." I said, "Well, yeah, that was before lockdown and losing my brother. Because since lockdown and losing my brother, I've just my hands have just been constantly in my mouth. It's been terrible. When my brother passed away, I was just eating and eating and eating, you know, because there was nothing. I just didn't want to. It was just the only thing that was making me happy at the time. Yeah. Crazy, and I've just put on so much weight, and I'm only short. I'm not even tall, so like I'm starting to look like one of Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompas. If my hair was proper, you know, I'd have got to put on his like a little suit, and I'm there.
Chris has put a good shout on there about obviously how everything's changed, but it's a good point about eBay.
What's that? This one here.
So if you look at the eBay page from 20 years ago, it's pretty much the same as it is now, and even like the colors in the background now that works on a lot of things in life, but not on an online platform, I don't think, because online's now changed so much, and for them now. It's like we're amazed and we're really happy. And by the way, I'm really happy, eBay, if they're ever listening, that we are doing videos. but why is it taking so long to do this video upload option? Like it's daft. Like
totally.
Like if YouTube can upload a video, why can't eBay upload a video? Like it's an old format. Like it's really old. Like, I just think that's especially for electronics. I think hopefully. Because people will always scam, but hopefully it'll prevent a lot of people scamming, saying, "Oh, it's arrived, not working." Because unless you have got video proof, because I had video. You saw what I did, Richard. I had a scenario where I sold the Technics, and the guy said, he was like, adamant that it wasn't working before it was sent. And thank the Lord, I did Instagram, and then I filmed a video of me dancing to it or whatever, and I sent that to him. And I went, "I'm sorry, you see me family dancing with it," but I was like, there it is, there working perfectly. And then the guy went quiet, just went off. Yeah. And I think it's
funny, isn't it?
It's funny, yeah. It's almost like it was working, and he's found the on switch. But hopefully it'll prevent a lot of scammers and stuff like that.
I mean, I think that's the thing. If something's got a lot of intricate detail that you can't really show in photos, or you need more than 12 photos to show it, or it is electric, or it has got moving parts, or
Yeah.
you know, like a clock. You can show the clock with the clock working, or whatever it is. It's going to be really useful for that. But it depends on the size of the files that you can upload as well. Because like Shay was saying, you know, people are having problem uploading because the files are too big or whatever. So you know, it just depends when it comes out. We'll know. I think I'm going to give it a go. I think it'd be interesting to be able to use that.
Oh, I think it's going to be awesome. And
because like if you go on Argos, they've got the photos of whatever, but then they've got a video of it working or the different angles of it, and it does help sell it because I always look at the videos.
I think as well, what's good as well, it sounds daft, but if hopefully the video, I imagine it's got sound on it. The other thing that's good as well is like your DVD players and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that go, oh, when I turn it on, it sounds like a plane taking off. So at least you can, because it's hard to describe that, but I try and describe that in on a listing. So because I want to prevent returns as much as possible. So anything I think's like not normal, and so I listed a Panasonic the other day, and I said when it loading up, it's absolutely quiet. But then sometimes I've had someone message me saying, oh, is it loud, this, that, and the other? And I said, when I played it on my DVDs, it was absolutely quiet. But if you have a scratched disc, you might hear it struggling to read it, so therefore it's going to make potentially louder noises. And my PlayStation does that sometimes. My PlayStation 2, when I'm playing a game, I'll put a disc in and I'll go, wow, it's quiet, and then a scratched game goes and it's going and I'm like, because it's struggling to read it. So sometimes it isn't even the machine making a noise, sometimes it's the disc's quality and stuff like that. So no, it's quite.
I'm saying it stops scammers. It's more about showcasing the item for him, taking pride in the items, put effort in uploading. Can't wait for my first filmed item to sell. Yeah, that'd be quite a novelty. That the first one's actually sold by a video. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm laughing at Chris's. He's just put Brum Reseller will have to upload videos of him doing the fashion show of the item. we'll all be doing. Everyone will be doing fashion shows like Brum, especially when he buys a
garden chairs with him walking down.
Yeah, puts the garden. Yeah, exactly.
That'd be funny.
Right, guys, I'm going to bow out. I need to get a move on.
All right, mate.
I'll be watching in the background now. So
cheers,
thanks. Nice to chat to you. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you later, Z.
Oh dear. Yeah, that'd be funny.
I'm hopping off too. I gotta go get some.
See you later, Shay.
See you later, Shay.
See ya. That was good.
Well, I've got nothing to do, so I'll stay.
I am going to be jumping off in a bit just because the girls are back.
Yeah,
just because the girls are back.
My son will be back from school soon, but I'll stay on for another 10 minutes or something.
I spent, whilst I was watching the first half of it, I've just literally like ironed. They're all in the other room as well. Just loads and loads of shirts. That's why I didn't want to come on initially, because I was using the steamer. But no, I did all right. I came back from the auction house the other day. Then I went to a charity shop. And if you're into clothing, a good brand is called Rohan, ROHAN, and it's like a walking brand. And I was in the charity shop and I saw the polo top Rohan. I was like, oh, brilliant. Well, I'll have that. And then the next one was Rohan, and then it was Rohan. Yeah. And so I went to the owner and I went, oh, I noticed you got a couple of these. You got any more in the back? And she goes, yeah, I got loads. So I bought 12 Rohan items, and she had them priced between £6, £7, £8. I said, look, if I buy them all, we do the price. She said, yeah, we're doing £4 each or whatever. And then she noticed had a couple of jumpers. She said, oh, I can't do them that cheap. So, 10 items, say she's thinking £40. And I just said to her, look, call it 50. I'll have the lot off you. So she was happy because I put a bit more in her till. Yeah, I was happy because I know what the sale value per shirt is. That's like 40 quid-ish. So I was like, I'm quids in, and then an extra tenner in the till. But I've got a bit of a discount offer. And then also her words were, and the other member of staff was, we'll start putting stuff aside for you. Because I don't mind.
Yeah, that's the magic word.
I don't mind giving them a bit more because they've done me a deal anyway. I don't want to be the guy. It's like at the boot sale, I was probably a bit stingy last year, but this year I'm going to get used to the repeat sellers that come there, and I'll say to them how much for that. And if they're umming and ahhing, like they're like 35, 40, I'll just be like, there's 45, there you go. Because if I know I've got my money back, I'll be like, just don't forget about me next week. Don't forget about me. I'll put regular. Because if you list it and it's sent, it's like Patagonia. Why am I worried about an extra 40 quid? I've just got £130 in my hands. I'm not in the business of keeping these items. I'm in the business of selling. So if I can sell an item and I can move it on quicker, and then that 130 then buys me all these Rohan tops, you know, then it's quick things moving. But yeah, no, I've definitely. So I can now see full time. It's almost like a different job. Doing reselling full time compared to doing it part time. It's just a different job altogether, because you almost have to understand that you're going to sell items at 20% less than what they normally go for, because it's the only way to physically move items that quick.
Yeah,
definitely.
And you've got to be prepared to have more outlay, buy more for selling it cheaper. And obviously, like it just means you're just working a little bit harder. But as soon as I've kind of got to that grips and that balance, I'm paying my bills and stuff like that. And I know it's the quiet season at the moment. And you know what? I'm really lucky. I still get the buzz. I've not lost that buzz. Like the Patagonia, I've still got a buzz, and certain items. To be fair, most of my items I always get a buzz off when it sells, especially if it sells within less than 2 weeks of listing. Then I'm like, you know what? That was a good pickup. And then it's like the other day. Yeah, what? It's like I hated packaging them, didn't I, Richard? I packaged some. They were vintage Tiffany style lampshades. They were massive. They were like this big, and I was like, it's a nightmare to package. But the self satisfaction when you've packaged it all and it's in there.
It's the challenge, isn't it? It's the challenge.
I'm looking forward to them saying, "No, it's broken when it's arrived." Though
there's no way. There's no way. The amount of packing you put around that, there's no way it's going to break.
But you hit the nail on the head. It's a challenge, and sometimes it's a pain in the bum. And from a business point of view, it'd be quicker for me to sell shirt after shirt after shirt. But who else is posting these massive Tiffany lampshades?
And not being funny, it's good to test yourself each day. It's good to test yourself for these things. You know, a lot of people are worried about selling big, like bulky or fragile items. I love it. I love sending those sort of things, because when someone says it got here fine, you know, all that effort you put in a packing, it's a test. I love it. Challenge.
I mean, even like if you send in like me, I send vintage figures, carded figures. You've got to be really careful that the figures moving about in the bubble in the package. So you've got to secure it totally so it doesn't crack out of that bubble.
Yeah, definitely.
And when it's got there, I've done videos on packaging vintage figures.
No, not vintage figures.
It's just so hard to do. Really hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like to do packing videos, and even Frankenstein in boxes or whatever, or sending off CRT TVs. Or it's just good so other people can see that, you know, oh, what am I worried about? You know, like it's packed it up, it's got, you know, it's secure, it's safe. You know, and I've never had anything that I've packed get anywhere broke, apart from a coffee machine, but that was just where the box that was sent in was absolutely caved in, and it was just a little plastic drawer had a bit of plastic thing off. So I refunded them, said keep the coffee machine and just look for a replacement bit.
I'll be frank regarding, you know, I love Hermes, and I don't give a shit what anyone else says.
I've never had any
the reality is that the reason why a lot of people's items break is because they're just shit at packing, and that's the reality. And I'm being honest with you. If I'm being really, really honest with you, do you really think every Hermes driver is going to smash up stuff? There are people dying for jobs out in the UK right now. If that driver gets 3 knockbacks and they're told, sorry, mate, your items keep breaking, do you think Hermes are going to keep employing them? They'll get rid of them. So yes, in the past they might have these funny videos going viral, but you type in any company, go and type in Asda delivery drivers, there's plonkers down the road. Type in like there's always going to be someone who's.
Listen, I'm sure there's videos of Royal Mail chucking parcels around.
There are Royal Mail.
I used to work as a courier, so I know what happens. I know these warehouses that've got leaky roofs and things are left on the floor and vans are running over things. I know what happens.
Yeah. Of course, and of course, it's going to happen in every single courier. But the more and more right now, the UK is in under unemployment at the moment with a lot of people out of it. They just shift someone off. Like if you've been a div, they'll just get rid of you. And
self-employed drivers, that's all they do.
Well, that's it. And I've
Hermes. A lot of people are self-employed Hermes delivery drivers. So just fill their car up.
It's easy for them.
Yeah. And why would you want to jeopardize that job? Because I know why my Hermes person, they'll go above and beyond. Like
Yeah.
they're absolutely sound.
Totally.
And
I'm really good friends with my Hermes guy.
yeah. So and
Watch
that's
them
and that's
every
what and what I've
Definitely.
got to say as well. The reason why I really like Hermes is when I was in Scotland, I got that dreaded
Hi, Christine.
message. Oh, my item's not arrived and it's showing it's signed. What I love about them is I went straight on the app.
On the
I
photo.
had a photo of it showing what it looked like. I had the
Yeah.
GSP coordinates. I was able to then click the map and then show them the outside view of their house.
Yeah.
And I went, that's your house. I can see on the front, it's just to the left of the door. And if you go and have a look, it's there. Oh yeah, it is there. God.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because and it's all of a touch of a button. All you do is just go on the website. The only thing you have to have is the tracking number and the postcode of whereabouts the item's going to, and it'll give you all that information. And they're on the money. And then the only times items haven't been delivered, you know that, Richard. I ring them up, no problem. We'll do an investigation and call it whatever they want to. They can act like they're in a police, and then they say literally a week later, "Yeah, you're exactly right. There's all your money back."
Yeah.
And the other thing as well, they give you the value of the item and they give you the postage back as well. I don't even have to ask for it.
Yeah, I've had no problems. If ever I've phoned them up and said, look, this item hasn't got there, I've looked on the tracking, it still says in our system, it's been 3 weeks, or 2 weeks or whatever, no qualms. They said, right, refund you, your money will be straight back in your bank. Never had any problems with Hermes.
Yeah.
Never. I use them all. 99% of my parcels go out by them. If it's a large letter, I'll send it raw mail. If it's anything over a small parcel, it'll go.
So, yeah.
Even under anything that's small parcel up, because you're talking 440 or 450 just for the packing, so just for the sending side of it on a small parcel, 295 on Hermes.
Yeah,
makes sense, and every now and again they do the deals where you can send it next day for about
that pound,
50 pence more.
That pound thing for the locker. Now I know there was a bit of problems with that, and I never used it. But if you really wanted to send things cheap, then that was there. I personally don't do that because I know that when I go to the shop, I know where to store it, and I know that the guy's going to pick it up. And then what I was seeing on them lockers, sadly, is that people were pressing, and then they were accidentally opening it up when other parcels were in there. So. But it's like any job. Like I'm not saying, by the way, I want to be a Hermes delivery driver, but I'm just saying people are grateful to have work.
He is saying that.
People are grateful just to have work. And
it's pretty much like what we do as well, though. Now you can be a delivery driver for Hermes, but although you're working for Hermes delivering their parcels, you're actually working for yourself. If you want to stop for a break, you can stop for a break.
Yep.
Hi, little Miss Q. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Right? I got booted. I couldn't get on. I don't know what happened.
I don't know why.
It kicked me right out of the chat. I was like, what happened?
That's not good. That's not good.
We didn't. We like little Miss Q. I saw it. I said as soon as you said hello, I did that instantly.
That's me. Yes. How are you guys today?
Yeah, okay. I decided to do I just thought I'd do a quick live for half hour or so, and I've been on 3.5 hours, so it's good. Loving it. Thing is, when it just flows, you just got to let it go, haven't you? Just got to let it carry on. It's just good.
It's fun, right?
It's on hold for me as they have staff shortage. Hermes 99% UPS for anything over 2 kilos. Yeah, I think Hermes are brilliant. I love them. Took all my impost to Hermes.
Is Hermes our United States Postal Service, or is it like our FedEx?
No, our Royal Mail's like your USPS is our Royal Mail, but then Hermes is like
UPS.
Like UPS, yes.
Yeah, I think UPS is a bit better, but
I just meant like it's
they're kind of like the lowest end of stuff, but a lot of people are quick to judge them, and I think the issue is that if they were really bad, why would companies like Amazon use them as their main shipping courier? Like there's
like anything. Here, Amazon is its own delivery service in the US. Like they just deliver their own here.
That's what I'm shocked eBay hasn't grown up. Like eBay's this platform. Why doesn't eBay do this? Like eBay need to create their own thing. And if they have their own delivery service, whereabouts if you buy from them, like Amazon, I think eventually will do that. It becomes its own thing, its own credibility.
Well, because shipping is becoming so expensive here. Like it has gotten outrageous here.
But if eBay did that, if they did that themselves, if they actually had their own delivery and Amazon did that, they would have much more control of where the parcel is. And the Amazon probably more than eBay, bless them. But Amazon would have less problems of people going, oh, the item hasn't arrived, because they can go, little Miss Q, be back. But I think that other website as well that we're talking about sounds pretty cool. The toy one in America. You guys were talking about before. You were saying it's like eBay, but they sell toys and stuff like that. And you were like saying, Blue Harvest, you were saying, I hope that Cara, that sounds like that's something that will come over here.
Yeah,
there's no reason why it wouldn't. There's no reason why it wouldn't. There's no reason why it wouldn't.
It's a Japanese company, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. I looked into it. It's an actual Japanese company, so I don't know why we haven't got it.
I don't know.
Maybe they're just testing it.
Kicked out again.
I am going to jump off to go see the girls, by the way, just because Holly will be going to bed in about 2 hours. I like to have 2 hours with the girls. No, Miss Q, I'm not going because you're here. I actually want to stay here longer. No, I actually want to stay here longer now you're on. But I've got to see the girls.
In a minute, James, there's going to be somebody at the door. Somebody at the door. Yeah, there's going to be someone at your door soon.
Is there? I can't wait.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad.
All right.
That sounded like a horror movie.
Yeah,
there's someone at your door.
There probably is.
It's probably a door knock.
But no, thank you very much as always, guys. Thanks for having me on and all that type of stuff. And I love you all. And we'll obviously be here Saturday. Oh, and you, bud. And it's just like, it's been good to talk about my Instagram and YouTube and just have an opinion of everyone, because I thought, am I going a bit crazy, like not wanting to be on YouTube? And like everyone kind of understands where that's my point of view is. Totally. But I think what I will do is I think I will work in the background on having, say I do 10 videos this year on YouTube. I'll just work on making them a little bit more, rather than just content to get content out, like, I can't believe eBay did a poo on me, like type of videos. I might do it like, this is my second month of reselling, more like a vlog, and then going, this is what I'm finding month 2 of doing full time. So it's just like a catch up, and then people can kind of see it. But yeah, that said, have a great day, guys. I love you all. And little Miss Q, you're a legend, absolute legend.
I love him.
do you get free boxes and poly mailers from USPS?
Yes, for priority mail, which is
we don't get
anything over a pound.
Like I have to buy mine on Amazon.
We don't get anything free like that. Even if you go in the shop and you buy a Royal Mail, you have to buy the boxes. You don't.
But it's really, our shipping's expensive though. The ones that are priority mail, which is anything over a pound, has to go priority, and the prices have gone up. And I'm telling you, at this rate, I mean, it used to be a great thing, but at this rate, I'd rather buy my own boxes, I think. Now we get the only poly mailer type thing we get is there's something called a padded flat rate envelope, and it's $9.75 for anything you can fit in this.
Right.
But it's a 9.5 by 12.5, and it's just a padded envelope, and anything you can stick in this, you can ship for $9.65. But other than that, I mean, we get a bunch of different boxes, but there's a lot of rules on each box, like what can go in it and how much it can weigh, and it's gotten expensive. The prices are just outrageous.
Chris is saying Whatnot looks like it could be a great platform. Seems to be taking off over there.
You're on really good.
You're on Whatnot, aren't you?
Yes, I am on Whatnot.
How are you finding it?
It's great. I mean, it's fun and it's growing for sure. And I think any of us who got on early will benefit greatly, because right now they pretty much put a halt on a lot of categories. They're taking a long time to accept people now. For the most part, there's a few of us who, got pushed through, but I mean, there's people talking, it's taking them months. I think though, those of us who are on it have the benefit because we're growing our crowd, and you've got to grow a following on there. So it's a social media based auction site, because the more people that want to come to your auctions, I mean, okay, so Whatnot, how I describe what is sold on Whatnot, it's not what people are looking for. It's what people go, oh, hey, that's cool. I'm going to buy that because I'm on here. They might, go on an auction because it says action figures, and they may be interested in action figures, but they are not getting on eBay searching for that specific type of thing. They may just be going on, places searching for action figures. But like, I sold a bunch of mismatched, just bottom of the box action figures that I would not have put on my eBay store because they were lower, and I threw them all on there and I sold them in 30 minutes. I made $160 in 45 minutes on my last auction, and it wasn't anything I really had money into. It was stuff that I had left over from lots and such. So I think it's great to clear out death piles on items that maybe, you can sell higher end stuff. Like, I'm going to have a hat auction Friday. And I do sell hats, a lot of hats on my eBay store. I have about, I don't know, probably 100 in my store maybe. And I have another 400 hats sitting here because I always pick up big auction lots of hats. So it'll move them fast. Will I get eBay prices? Maybe on some, but you have to be willing to take a lower bit right now but that's what's helping you grow is right now you take a little less. And then as the platform grows and gets more collectors versus buyer or sellers on there, you'll be more likely to make better prices. Right now, there's a lot of other people sourcing on there.
Yeah, cool.
So
Kristen saying she ships parcel select anything over £1.
Yeah, but there's no insurance, and it takes 2 to 9 days versus 2 to 3 days So if it's lower end, I can understand and I wouldn't mind, but like anything over £1 that's higher end, I like priority. Now I do use parcel select on some of the heavier items that I don't really need to worry about, the insurance or whatever. And then you cannot use the free boxes with parcel select. Parcel select, you have to use your own boxes.
Okay. She's saying she applied for Whatnot 5 weeks ago and heard nothing.
Don't be discouraged though, because I heard somebody got accepted after like 3 months of waiting. Someone finally got accepted. So it does. It can take some people. Even some YouTubers who, because they look at your social media standing. They look at your where you sell at. They like look at your eBay store or Poshmark or wherever. Instagram, YouTube, anything can help you because they're trying to grow. But at first, everybody was like, "Oh, well, you have to be, you have to look a certain way, or you have to be big on some social media platform." But I know a few big channels that have literally been waiting a long time to get on. Some of them still have heard nothing. So I think they're just overwhelmed. That's what they've been telling us sellers is they're just really overwhelmed.
I think that's what Chris was asking there. What do they require you to do to sell? So it's quite
jump through hoops of fire.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's like you're interviewing to be the most popular kid in the room. That's what it feels like. Like, you have to fill out this application and then send in a video or a picture of what type of items you would like to apply for. Now, once you get I got accepted for action figures. I did that because I had massive quantities of new on-card action figures. And then they look at all your social media. They go into your stores. They look at your standings. They look at how much you sell, those types of things. And they get on like your YouTube or whatever social media, and they see what kind of personality you have and if it would fit right with the community. And then they contact you and ask for more stuff. Usually another video. You have to do an audition video, which I didn't have to do. I got accepted within about 3 days.
Wow. Jeez, an audition video to get on there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh no.
It's a ton of fun though. It's a ton of fun.
I mean, it does seem to be getting to be a big thing out there, but like I say, an audition video, geez, it's like you're going for a film part.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I did contact them about some kind of sponsorship or relationship or partnership, but I've heard nothing back from them.
Well, they've actually paid a few big time YouTubers.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that actually got paid to start selling on there because they wanted to bring their following over there.
Yeah.
Wow. Chris is saying, are they trying to filter out scammers?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Probably. It sounds like
well,
it, doesn't it? If you've got to go all through what you've got to go through to
they're
be
just
on there.
overwhelmed. They're just overwhelmed. They're trying to really nitpick who is on their platform. They don't just want anybody selling. They want people who can draw a crowd. They want to make it a social media based platform. So they want people that other people want to hang out with for long times so that they'll stay on the platform. That's what they're looking for.
Hi, Rob. Rob's saying then they give you a prostate exam.
Oh, I might apply then.
Maybe. Who knows?
Rob's out in I think Rob's in New York.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it.
YouTube QVC.
Yeah, QVC. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and you can sell. There's a lot more categories now, and it just they're going to expand some more, but they need to fix. They weren't expecting it to blow up like it did. Once the people on YouTube found out, a couple people on YouTube found out, it just went berserk.
Yeah.
So they have added some new categories to sell in, but they want to keep expanding. But they really need to fix their program. They truly do.
Yeah. How's the seller support and whatnot?
It's pretty good. I mean, they'll get back to you immediately, and there are no returns, and everything is bought as is, as long as you ship it. I will say, I've never had an issue. Like when I had to get a hold of them 2 times, I had to get a hold of them just because of something on the app itself, and they were very quick to speak to us. They're awesome to the sellers. And the fees are less than like eBay. But now you do have to wait for your payment until the item arrives. So you do not get paid until it's been delivered. And the person either rates you and says everything's fine and it was what they ordered, or 3 days after it's delivered.
Wow. There's a very similar selling app in the UK called Galaxy. It's not really taken off yet. They contacted me ages ago, and I had to look around it. Never even heard of that. Galaxy.
Look into that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, we've got a few different things. I mean, I'm going to look into Vinted. We got one called Vinted now. Depop, like I say, Depop, I'm not really interested in getting involved in. I just don't think that would be for me. But Vinted sounds cool. Macari sounds brilliant if we get that over here.
Yeah, been waiting a while for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's issues there too, but I mean, there's issues on every platform. So,
afternoon, Nick. I don't know, just a quick half-hour live, nearly 4 hours later. we've had people on. There's been loads of people on, and we've just been having a chat and talked about this, that, and everything.
Well, when you're talking to people from sea to shining sea, from around the world and over the pond, and
talking about toys and vintage and Macari and
whatnot,
whatnot. Yeah. See, when we say
all bring something, don't we?
And whatnot, people think, whatnot. Yeah, but I've seen a few people doing YouTube videos and talking about they've now gone on to whatnot. So it does seem like it's starting to boom a little bit out there as a selling platform.
It's because YouTubers got a hold of it, and so a lot of people and just found out really quick. And that's a lot of big YouTubers got a hold of it, and that's what Whatnot wanted, and they were very smart the way they did it. So they're getting free advertisement for the most part. I mean, they have paid a couple people now, but for the most part, they're getting free advertising because they're letting certain YouTubers on, so that we'll then go and tell all the subscribers, "Hey, come on over."
Yeah, definitely. That's the good thing about it.
It's Tennessee and Kentucky accent, actually.
Oh, there you go, Tennessee and Kentucky. Nick and Andrew, because Nick and Andrew have just got a new dog. So cute. So cute. A little I think it's a West Highland Terrier. So cute. Nick and Andrew have been wanting to get a dog for ages because they lost their dog, and like we lost our Staffy. Our Staffy was 15. We took him on because some friends of ours moved to Australia to start up another branch of their business, and this dog was scared of his own shadow. There's no way he would have made it out there. And we had him till he was 15, and he passed away. And it was just so gutting. Do you know what I mean? It was just so gutting. We got him a McDonald's cheeseburger for his last meal before he went to the vets, and it was just so sad. Dogs, they're like another member of the family.
Yeah, totally.
We got another 2 rescues that now, Greek rescues, we've had for about 3 years. Yeah, so loving. If Whatnot comes over here, it's going to be hard not to use that saying in a general conversation. Yeah, because I always say, oh, yeah, you know, so and so and whatnot's been happening. And yeah, definitely. I know what you mean there.
It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I feel like it adds fun to selling. And like when I'm on there, I'm enjoying being like communicating and talking to everybody. It's like a live where you're just making money like really quick. 30-second auctions,
like, so it's like a selling platform, but it's also like a social media platform combined, you know, and that really for a reseller is ideal. So if that came over here, I know, you know, I'm sure most of the resellers would be giving that a go, definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because
hopefully we'll get it. You know,
I'm not going to put any of my high dollar items on there. Well, like my hat auction, there'll be a few that's going to be like bangers that I'm going to throw in there just because it hypes it up. When you do your preview video for your auction, you want something in there that's going to hype people up and get them in there. Once they're in there, you know, you throw one really, really nice piece in amongst, you know, and all my hats are nice. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking, you know, $10, $20 hats. We're not talking, you know, the $50 hats and, you know, so, you know, I'll throw the good ones in there as well. But when I say bad ones, I don't really mean bad. I just mean the,
you throw a few gems in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and I won't get eBay prices. I know that. On most of them, but that's okay with me because I don't have anything left in them. I've already made my money from the lots that I bought, you know. So
yeah, no, I say it seems to be blowing up over there. I've seen a few people on it. Because Rachel's on it as well, isn't she? Rachel Strickland, she's on.
She's waiting. She's one of the ones that have not been accepted.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
She's
been
applied
waiting
months
a long
ago.
time. Yeah, she's been waiting a long time.
Wow. Yeah, we
Wow.
expected her to get accepted pretty quickly, and she didn't. So
because she's got like a big
14,000, I think.
Yeah, she's got a good subscriber count on YouTube, and she's and her Instagram, she's smashing Instagram as well all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I thought she would have been on by now.
Yeah, there's tons of people. I mean, but you got to realize there's, you know, the week that I went in, there was 10,000 applicants just for action figures and toys that week, and there was only 35 of us accepted. So out of 10,000 applications that week, you know, so it was crazy. And it's just like, you know, they're telling people like, don't keep applying, just be patient. We will get to your application, and you can check back in just in case, you know, you're not going to be accepted. But, you know, it's not like they tell you though. So people don't know. They're just sitting here like, well, should I try again? Or am I not being accepted? Am I just waiting? You know, that's the bad part is when people are waiting, they're not being informed of anything. So they just keep reapplying in different categories, which is just bogging down the system some more. So
I didn't realise that Shay was so new to eBay reselling. She's only been doing it a month.
Yeah, well, she was on Macari, so she was
she's doing Macari,
predominantly Macari. Yeah.
That's another. I mean, that's another one. You know, someone. I'm sure someone said earlier that Macari. We had Macari over here for a little while, and it never took off.
I can't remember us having that.
No, I don't remember us having it. Someone said that they thought we had it.
I thought it would be a matter of time before we got Macari over here, but it's not happened yet.
It's still I mean, for us, it's still a smaller platform. I mean, it's definitely not as popular as Poshmark and
oh, look, there's somebody at the door.
I got my present. I got my present.
See?
Yeah.
There you go.
Be careful, there's someone behind you.
got my present. I got my
It's
present.
sunny up
Thank
there.
you. That's it.
Wow.
That's
You got
all I
sun.
came on is just to say thank you very much, Richard.
No
Lovely.
worries. No worries. Thought I'd surprise you.
What an amazing gift. So you'll see this Saturday Night Live, 7:30. Be there, be square. Right, I'm off now. Just wanted to say thank you.
See you later.
Adios.